certainty on our New Zealand grounds, and the records suggest that batting second is the best way to go.
Evening, Rigger, Flem, everyone back home. Yeah, look, I don't mind. I think it's a nice aggressive option. I think the conditions here at Eden Park should suit them more than Eden Park did. The bounce of Eden Park was what undid the top order of Pakistan. It shouldn't bounce as much here, but it may swing. And with Trent Boult, Tim Southee, Kyle Jamieson, you have some of the best swing bowlers New Zealand's, well, two of them anyway, has produced, and one of them is an emerging talent. Pakistan need their openers, Haider Ali and Rizwan, to be able to stand up and lay some sort of platform.
Just give yourself a chance is what I'm thinking. I looked on at Eden Park and my feeling was that they came out fired up. They wanted to take the game by the scruff of the neck. They just wanted to play aggressive cricket. And in doing so, I think they just asked too much of themselves. And they played shots early in their innings that probably even the great Don Bradman probably wouldn't be able to pull off. Right, here we go though. Chance to prove that they're better than what they showed in the early stages of the Eden Park T20. Good batting conditions, I feel. It should be an even surface. The ball may swing though. Gun barrel straight, full toss though to start from Boult.
No doubt about it. First game up, a lot of anticipation, a lot of nerves. They will be better. Back half, the bowling was sensational. The only question mark I have, you talked about spin, was how their spinners respond on a pitch like today.
Oh, that'll do. Didn't time it brilliantly. The short boundaries here at Eden Park.
A little settler for Mohammad Rizwan and the Pakistan side. Ball's not swinging so far from Boult. This one slides across Rizwan. Presented with a little bit of width. He's not going to turn that down. Good start.
Not surprised. There's no movement at all really for Trent Boult. The couple that he's bowled in what I would call a good hard length is for any touring side, especially those from the subcontinent. The first thing you've got to get your head around when playing New Zealand is that high bounce off a full length that you get. And the ball hits high on the bat. It just doesn't skid on towards the middle of the bat. Oh, good shot. Do he hit that all right? That's gone like a tracer bullet.
Beautiful shot. We're talking about the bounce. That was just beautifully whipped away at the top of the bounce with disdain.
Good stop. Didn't time it again. Guptill so sharp. 8 without loss.
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. So do your part in creating a cleaner and greener Pakistan. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
Naya Big Friend Super Classic Chocolate. सीधी साधी खुशी का मजा।
थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्ट है।
मगर थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्ती है, मगर थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्ती है, मस्ती है।
जल्दबाजी से बच
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यूं पैसा करो आगे बढ़ो।
पेरू ने मुल्क से भेजी हुई रकम बैंक।
Oh, bang. Oh. And a good stop, good commitment out there. That's Conway. Here's another whippet in the outfield.
Yeah, Pakistan have changed the top. Haider Ali batted 3 in the last game. Abdul Shafiq opened. He's now dropped down the order. Haider Ali is going to take it to the New Zealand opening bowlers. It's outstanding commit from Conway. It's a real feature of the New Zealand performance, their fielding.
Oh, hello. Hello. Woo. Now, that's a statement.
Wow. That ball actually swung, and it swung right into the middle of the bat, and it is a wonderful swing of the bat. Saw some sixes the other night, but not as convincing as that. Straight into the hospitality area. Welcome to the game.
That's a good reply.
One gentleman.
I don't know if Pakistan had done their homework on this particular pitch. How would they really know? But I do like this approach of just hanging it back a little bit, and those balls that are around about a good length, looking to hit square. It's not coming on with any great pace. It is bouncing above stump height. So looking to ask the New Zealand bowlers to bowl a fuller length if they can get the good length, which they like to bowl, square of the wicket. Oh, he hasn't timed that. That's hard work. That is hard work, and too hard a work to hit that ball straight and over the top. He couldn't do it.
No, he couldn't do it, but it's good captaincy and good bowling from Tim Southee. It was a field change, a little bit more protection out on that leg side, which Haider Ali had looked to favour. This occasion he tries to go straight to, because of that field, it bounces, sits in the wicket slightly, and he splices it to the captain, Kane Williamson, who is back in the side. The early blow was to Pakistan, but New Zealand's landed one back on them, 16 for 1.
पेरू ने मुल्क से भेजी हुई रकम बैंक अल-फलाह की किसी भी ब्रांच से वसूल करें और पाएं मौका इनामात जीतने का। 1300 सीसी कार, गोल्ड बार, मोटर बाइक्स, मोबाइल फोन्स और बहुत कुछ।
नया बी फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी साधी खुशी का मजा।
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यूं पैसा करो आगे बढ़ो।
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
चले पहले मॉल फिर टेलर।
शूप नूडल्स अब नए इम्प्रूव चटपटा और चिकन फ्लेवर्स के साथ।
He was pumped up, but he's gone now. 8 of just 4.
One. To me. Keep going, lads. Keep going, boys.
Well, first 2 overs of a T20 game are always fascinating. It's like the first chapter of a book. Every word you read tells a story. Both teams are trying to work out the pace, track, and where they can hit it. Mistakes are made, and changes are made. And New Zealand were very good. Brendan McCullum pointed out the subtle change, and that created an opportunity. Tim South very good at hitting a good length.
Oh no. No. Abdullah's gone now. He's gone second ball, and what looked like a promising start has just evaporated.
Good length right, Stephen Fleming. Flemo.
Bat and a straight bat. He's just gotten a horrendous tangle, and all he's succeeded in doing is finding a top edge. That's a shot. That's a good shot. That's the shots they should be playing. Waiting for the bounce and hitting down on it.
Super shot again, top of the bounce, swivel pull. The line from the left arm a little bit easier to operate against than the right arm of Tim Southey. It's a wonderful boundary.
No.
The difference with that boundary, gents, is that ball's shorter. Troubling length is that middling length. The in-between, we talked about at Eden Park, it's a 7 metre length. That's where the stumps are, where the batter is. At 7 metres towards the bowler is what we call a good or a hard length. And that's where it's been troubling. This one was just too short. Anything that's too short or too full or has got any width, and Pakistan are going to throw their hands at it. New Zealand's got to hit that hard length.
Nicely stopped by Sodhi. He's improved his fielding as well. Jimmy Neesham is wired up out there for us. Well, Jimmy, after the first 8 balls, the buttocks may have tightened, and you must have thought, what's going on here? But you're probably relaxed a bit now.
Yeah, probably no different to how they tried to come out of Eden Park, to be fair. Pretty aggressive up top, and we know they're going to be like that, so it's just a case of trying to hold our nerve and try and make them take tough options.
It just appears the bowling plan, just keep it simple. You know, these are test match bowlers. They look to hit that good length hard.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in all honesty, in the power play, when they got 2 out, there's not a lot you can do if guys are coming hard at you, so.
Yeah.
Good, Balti. So you just got to try and, as I said, try and make them take tough options. They warmed up in Queenstown where the wickets are a little bit lower and slower than up in the North Island, so we know they'll be a little bit uncomfortable with the bounce, so just try and get the ball going through above that bail height and try and challenge them to try and take us over the top of our heads.
A few changes to personnel, but as a whole, as a group, you must be feeling pretty buoyant. 21 for 2.
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
नया बी फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यू पैसा करो, आगे बढ़ो।
बाइका एटलांटिस सुपर, जिसके एक स्प्रे से हो दुम्बी सिटी जंगली जई और चौड़े पत्तों वाली जड़ी बूटियों का मौसर कंट्रोल और मिले ज्यादा झाड़ यानी भरपूर पैदावार।
Oh, now that has gone. That's swung and it's bounced. Lenient. They weren't that flash coming out of the blocks, Pakistan. In Auckland, they suffered a horrendous batting collapse. Just teetering on it here, but all's not lost. They've got a strike rate generated, and I think these two now can just give themselves a few overs to get a feel for things. Nothing silly. Rizwan has a start. One thing you find these grounds, Eden Park, Seddon Park, a lot of scoring comes in the second half of the innings. Oh, that is swinging now. Yeah, they made their way to 39 for 5 at Eden Park. Came out pretty pumped up. You can understand it. They've been in quarantine for 2 weeks. They wanted to get started, and I just think they were reckless. I know it's T20, but there's still some principles, I guess, that you need to adhere to in the game of cricket, and they just weren't able to do it and got themselves in horrendous trouble.
That's your middle stump.
Back live now.
See how he's put two slips in place here. The ball is starting to swing away from the right-hander.
Still have to have a plan. So T20, it's obviously the shortest form of the game, but you still have to formulate a plan based on what you think a good score is going to be, and that is formulated through the first delivery, the next delivery. What's the ball doing? Is it swinging? Is it bouncing? And you make the adjustments according to what you think a winning score will be. It's not just going out there and trying to create as good a strike rate as you can and getting 200 each time. You must play to the conditions, and you have more time than what you think. Pakistan in both games have been frantic. Good start. You just feel they want to show their intent by hitting boundaries, but sometimes a good defensive single or a good leave or a good closure of the over can create something at the other end. And there just seems to be, up to this point, you've got the most experienced player in Hafiz here, that the partnerships have lacked a lot of thought with the end game in mind.
True. Now that's just good, classic, simple batting. There's a plan behind that, Clem. 27 for 2.
नया बी फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यू पैसा करो आगे बढ़ो।
अली जी पापा, बहन को इवनिंग क्लास के लिए छोड़ो, और सुनो अमार के अब्बू को सलाम देना।
शुभ नूडल्स का छोटू पैक सिर्फ 20 रुपए में।
पेरू ने मुल्क से भेजी हुई रकम बैंक अल-फलाह की किसी भी ब्रांच से वसूल करें और पाएं मौका इनामात जीतने का। 1300 सीसी कार, गोल्ड बार, मोटर बाइक्स, मोबाइल फोन्स और बहुत कुछ।
वाइका एटलांटिस सुपर, जिसके एक स्प्रे से हो दुम्बी सिटी, जंगली जई और चौड़े पत्तों वाली जड़ी बूटियों का मौसर कंट्रोल।
There is one of the big fast bowlers, and Cole Jamieson. He's made a great start to his career, hasn't he?
Yeah, it feels like he's been playing international cricket for about 3 weeks, and I think he was in the World Test 11 named a week or so ago. So no, he's certainly making a big splash, and yeah, pretty much everyone that's come in. To be fair, Jacob Duffy obviously man of the match a couple of nights ago, and I think that's something we pride ourselves on as a group is having guys able to come in and pick up where other guys have left off and not miss a beat. So yeah, it's really pleasing as a group.
Oh, that was close.
No.
In the end, high-risk single. Oh, what happened, Jimmy?
That would have been an absolute worldie. Wow. Those are the ones you dream of coming down at you. Oh.
Even if you do say so yourself, Nish, that would have been a beauty.
Sorry, KJ.
Sorry, KJ. Only a couple of weeks ago, you're up in the commentary box and the radio. Now you're out there trying to pull off spectacular catches.
Oh!
Yeah, I prefer being out here, to be honest.
It's fair to say it's just started to swing after almost that first over. Is there a lacquer that comes off the ball, or is there any reason why it's swinging?
Yeah, it wasn't swinging, and then halfway through Timmy's over, whether someone hit it hard enough to get it back in shape or what, but yeah, Timmy got it swinging halfway through his over. You saw we brought a second slip in to try and take advantage of it, so whatever the reason is, just kind of try and take a couple of wickets up top while it is swinging, because it doesn't last very long.
You look like you might have picked up an injury in Auckland. Everything all right?
Yeah, no, all good. Bit of a twisted ankle, so yeah, a bit of strapping tape and a couple of painkillers shouldn't be much of a worry. So yeah, we'll just, as Baz would say, get on with it.
Attaboy. Attaboy. Good luck. You might have one come your way here, I reckon.
Yeah, I'm feeling good about it too. Cheers.
Oh, and again, did they get a hand on that? I think they did. Been partially stopped. I'm going to say that's saving.
Effort, bro.
That's saving 4, not dropping a catch. It's Guptill. He's so good. He'll be disappointed with that.
I reckon you were getting to my one and I was getting to your one.
Love it, Jumbo!
It's a better option, I think, with the bounce and a little bit of movement back towards the right-hander. Looking to go onside.
Come on, lads, come on, boys!
Point you were making last over, Flemmo, about needing to still have a bit of craft to your batting. It's not just all gung-ho. I do agree with it. I still believe you need a positive mindset. And if we look at Rizwan, Mohammad Rizwan, who's come out, anything he's been presented which is not a good delivery, he's been happy to jump on top of, but he's respected the good balls. That's the art of batsmanship that you're talking about.
Oh, yes, KJ!
It's a bit more of what the Pakistan top order need. 31 for 2.
Get round, lads.
वाइका एटलांटिस सुपर, जिसके एक स्प्रे से हो दुम्बी सिटी, जंगली जई और चौड़े पत्तों वाली जड़ी बूटियों का मौसर कंट्रोल और मिले ज्यादा झाड़ यानी भरपूर पैदावार।
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. So do your part in creating a cleaner and greener Pakistan. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यूं पैसा करो, आगे बढ़ो।
Well, we've talked about it all summer so far, haven't we, Rick? Everything that's going on all around the world. Our little old country down at the bottom of the globe. things still been able to enjoy it at the sporting arenas. The crowds have not disappointed, have come out to support a very good New Zealand team and enjoy themselves through what's been a pretty tough year. It's great to see some crowds flocking to watch this New Zealand side.
Just a bit of a hold up. Tim Seifert with the gloves in the air. I don't know what that was for, but anyway, Southey will continue. He's into his third over.
One aspect of this Pakistan batting side that needs to get underway is the rotation of strike. It was a good example there. Tim Southey has had big shoes to fill with Jacob Duffy from the other night, but he's honed in. He's got rid of any rust he might have had from a couple of days off. But if you look at the amount of balls that aren't scored off, Rizwan has played well for delicious boundaries, but it's still 19 balls. There's a number of balls there that aren't being scored off. And if you're under pressure, the best way to deal with pressure is to keep rotating the strike. Drop and run. Get down to the other end. Intent can take many forms. You see the intent of Tim Southey moving the field around. He's got a very clear plan as to what he wants to deliver. Pakistani batsmen have to have the same. They need to counter that. Somehow place the pressure back on Southey so they can create more forward deliveries. If you just let Southey, as you mentioned, Baz, to bowl without any positive intent, then you'll have a great day out.
Well, I think it would have been safe, so I'll say good run.
Even that there, Flem, like, that's good. Good batting, good positive running. You've got to be able to pick off your singles when you get given the chances. It's not all fours and sixes. There'll be times where you can really put the hammer down, but there's other times where you've just got to be able to keep rotating, making sure the bowler isn't allowed to settle against you. That's really, really good from Mohammad Hafiz. That brings Rizwan back on strike.
Edge gone, simple. Almost a test match style dismissal for Southey. And Rizwan goes. It's a big blunder, this one, a big blow for Pakistan.
Sometimes the bowler is just too good. Tim Southey has been in great form this summer. The shape, the seam, the delivery itself is perfect. The outcome for New Zealand is also perfect. Not so much for Pakistan. Just starting to put another partnership together. And Rizwan, he's been majestic. 22 of 20, it's 33 for 3.
नया बी फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
जो निकले हैं कामयाबी की राह पर और हैं अपने प्यारों से दूर, बैंक अल-फलाह करता है उन्हें सलाम।
Bank Al-Falah, the way forward.
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यूं पैसा करो, आगे बढ़ो।
नया बी फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
In Auckland, he's the skipper. He played under pressure there, and he's back in a similar situation here. Oh, he's done all ends up. This ball is swinging, and Tim Southey is just bowling classic test match style bowling.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Rick. Test match bowling. He's been so effective at this very ground, using the crease. He's been able to swing the ball away. We've seen this numerous times already this summer. 2 slips in play. It's just a little bit good, and Southey and Williamson have identified the danger that he's posing. He's put a 3rd slip in. T20 match. It's the 6th over. Pakistan are 33 for 3. Look at that field.
It's crazy. Oh, and he goes past the outside edge. That's his best ball for me, no matter what form. Wide of the crease, swinging away. 33 for 3.
थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्ट है
मगर थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्ती है मगर थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्ती है
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. So do your part in creating a cleaner and greener Pakistan. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
वाइका एटलांटिस सुपर, जिसके एक स्प्रे से हो दुम्बी सिटी, जंगली जई और चौड़े पत्तों वाली जड़ी बूटियों का मौसर कंट्रोल और मिले ज्यादा झाड़ यानी भरपूर पैदावार.
Easy pace pitch, and all of a sudden New Zealanders have got the ball to swing. When the ball's swinging, Tim Southee comes into his own. Carl Jamieson looks like a pretty difficult prospect as well, rearing it back from outside off stump.
Well, here's a question for you, lads. The other night in Auckland, Jacob Duffy bowled 3 overs, took 3 for 13, was dragged from the attack and brought back later on. That last over went for 20. Tim Southee tonight has bowled 3 overs. He has 3 for 16. I know it's not necessarily the done thing to do, to bowl your opening bowler out 4 overs straight. But if I was Kane Williamson, if I was Tim Southee, I'll be looking to utilise him for 1 more over. Bowl him out, find a way later on.
Oh, that's a shot. That one didn't swing. It was just a wide half volley and put away.
Good batting from Hafiz. I think this is the partnership. Following on from your point, Brendan, I would bowl Southee again, because you break this partnership, you pick up one of these two, and you've gone a long way to denting any total that Pakistan would have dreamed of having. Positive move, and you worry about it later. Might not be a death.
I like it, Flemo. We've managed to bring you towards that real aggressive streak.
That's nice. That's pretty. And that's 1 bounce.
Yeah, this is good batting. When you are presented with an opportunity, you need to make the most of it. There's no risk in this shot whatsoever. Jameson just gets a little full. Jameson's struggling a little with his foot marks here. But that's a good shot. Capitalise on those when they present to you.
It's going to cause a change in the field. Tim Southee will hit out to a deep square leg. Oh, that's good too. Just a push, controlled. Accepted, it may bounce. Rotate, strike.
Let's go back to Flem wanting to bowl Tim Southee out as well. It's an extraordinary progression in Flem's tactics.
Just a fraction to you.
Conservative man normally.
Gone too far. Just go back a little bit.
Do you reckon he's finally got over that game where he bowled Shane Bond out against Australia? And then all of a sudden, no one to bowl to the death, and Australia got away, and New Zealand lost the game, and oh, it was awful. Finally got over that, you reckon?
Can't remember any of that, Rigger.
Now, short boundaries. Short boundaries. This will beat them all. Take them any way you can get them in this situation.
This is one of the better overs for Pakistan. The reason being, whenever Jamieson has missed, batsmanship has been good. In a couple of cases, better than good. It's been excellent. This was a little bit streaky, but they earned that. When he was wide, they went through the offside. He then corrected and went through the leg side. Now, that makes it difficult from a captaincy point of view. The other end, where Tim Southee has been bowling, he has been deadly accurate. They've moved the field around like pawns on a chessboard. Here they're having to be a bit more defensive, so the batsmanship has put the pressure straight back on New Zealand, which is good for Pakistan.
7 gone, 46 for 3.
पेरू ने मुल्क से भेजी हुई रकम बैंक अल्फला की किसी भी ब्रांच से वसूल करें और पाएं मौका इनामात जीतने का। 1300 सीसी कार, गोल्ड बार, मोटर बाइक्स, मोबाइल फोन्स और बहुत कुछ।
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यू पैसा करो आगे बढ़ो।
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
नया बी फ्रेंड सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
A little bit of good fortune with some good shots in there. Need a partnership, Pakistan, 46 for 3. Need to be able to find something, if their bowlers something to bowl at.
I think this is a good move, Baz. All that positivity talk was making me giddy. Let's get back to some percentage play.
I knew you were uncomfortable about that whole thing. Just knew it. I guess one of the reasons why they haven't bowled Saudi out is a little. It's not the most experienced side with Kuggelein and also Jameson, still relatively early in their T20 careers. So maybe they want Saudi just for one late. They've also got Neesham there too. I think they could have found a way. It's the beauty of this, though. You can do it different ways.
Oh, that's a nice shot. Look at the timing. Races away for 4. Not a big boundary on that eastern side. Muhammad Hafiz looks a good touch tonight.
He's a good player. He's got a wealth of experience. In some ways making a comeback into international cricket. He was in the wilderness 12 months ago. He's been playing a bit of golf. He's increased his power, a couple of tweaks to his technique, but he's still got natural timing. And that was all that. That's a wonderful shot, beautiful shot to watch.
50 up for Pakistan in the 8th over. This is the partnership. These are the two players. They need to be here for a while to create something. Nicely played. Nicely played. In fact, it's 4. Third man only had 5 metres to his left, couldn't go there. And it races away back-to-back boundaries, and that shows on this ground how quickly you can score through good cricket shots and nice timing. Good use of the pace. Slid it off the face of the bat, bit Neesham at slip. Trent Bolt had no chance at third man.
The difference here, Macca, is that there's no swing for Kuggelein. He's a more into the wicket type of bowler. Southeast swings the ball in the air, and that's what made him so dangerous and why he was able to pick up all 3 scalps. Kugelein's got to get a touch fuller.
Oh, there. This time.
Pakistan 56 for 4.
नया बी फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
Nexon, अब dry skin पर no compromise.
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यूं पैसा करो आगे बढ़ो।
चले पहले मॉल फिर टेलर।
शूप नूडल्स अब नए इम्प्रूव चटपटा और चिकन फ्लेवर्स के साथ।
वाइका एटलांटिस सुपर, जिसके एक स्प्रे से हो तुम्बी सिटी, जंगली जई और चौड़े पत्तों वाली जड़ी बूटियों का मौसर कंट्रोल और मिले ज्यादा झाड़ यानी भरपूर पैदावार।
The experienced Hafiz at the other end. It's in the air again. We've seen a number of these shots over the two matches, haven't we? We're trying to play the horizontal back shot square, hitting high on the back, just getting no power into the shot because of that extra bounce that they're not used to. Nice comfortable catch for Southey.
Lovely lads! Lovely nice! Good move!
Certainly you wouldn't say the surface is as quick and bouncy as what Eden Park was the other night. But have a look at this.
We may mention last over about how Pakistan were looking to try and use the pace, try and access the ball offside rather than fighting against it. Well, on this occasion, he does try and fight against it. Shadab Khan, the ball sits in the wicket, splices him, and he pops up the simplest of catches. Got to think they've got to learn their lessons. They haven't done it so far. That's good. Use the pace. Doesn't even have to go for 4. You just got to get off strike. One of the keys to batting in New Zealand, and particularly in short form of the game, if you're not comfortable against the pace, then you need to adjust your setup somewhat. To me, a lot of the Pakistan batters are batting on around middle, even middle and off stump. If you can't deal with the pace and play against it, then try and adjust your guard, come outside leg stump or even 2-leg stump, and then allows you just a little bit more freedom to go offside of the ball and reduce the element of risk.
A good first over from Jimmy Neesham. 9 done, 58 for 4.
अली जी पापा, बहन को इवनिंग क्लास के लिए छोड़ा और सुनो अमार के अब्बू को सलाम देना।
शूप नूडल्स का छोटू पैक सिर्फ 20 रुपए में।
नया बी फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
पेरू ने मुल्क से भेजी हुई रकम बैंक अल-फलाह की किसी भी ब्रांच से वसूल करें और पाएं मौका इनामात जीतने का। 1300 सीसी कार, गोल्ड बार, मोटर बाइक्स, मोबाइल फोन्स और बहुत कुछ।
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यूं पैसा करो आगे बढ़ो।
PSO introduces for the first time.
Oh, that's a nice cover drive for 4. Look at that placement. Found the gap. It wasn't that large a gap, but the timing from Hafiz was perfect.
Well, he's a different class at the moment, Muhammad Hafiz. He's using pace. He's capitalising on any delivery that's either over-pitched or a fraction wide. Pakistan needs someone to learn from, and it's this man right here.
That's a good example there, Baz, of saying stay leg side and use the pace, don't fight it. So he's using that experience. I guess then the question comes back again to the decision at the toss to bat first and put the side under pressure.
Yeah, I don't mind the decision, Mac. I think it's a positive option, and I look at the Pakistan lineup and I think their bowling is by far and away their strongest suit. And we even saw the other night when they only had 150 odd on the board, New Zealand were challenged and they were only 1 or 2 balls away from being right in that game. Pakistan, I think they've just got their method slightly wrong. They look like they're trying to score 200. With that bowling lineup, you don't need 200.
But that's the point. I think by batting second, at least they get a set target that they can manage their risk. At the moment, they're playing at a level that's too high. They're playing shots that they think they need to play to get that strike rate up to 180 or to score to 180 to 200. If they bat second, they use their strength early, so that can be positive as well. Bowl New Zealand out for 150, then you can manage your risk a lot better. At the moment, it just feels frantic and without a real plan, a sense of purpose of what they need to do.
Yeah, almost an uncertainty of what is a good total and how hard do we go around it. New Zealand bowled well, though, made it very difficult for them.
No.
Krishdil Shah's an interesting one, boys. He's had 45 sixes in all the T20s he's played this year, so he obviously likes hitting the ball hard and high. There's only 2 players who have hit more. 2 big names, Pollard and Andre Russell, 2 West Indians, so that's some pretty exclusive company.
Gee, that is some pretty good company, that. I'd love to get a little measurement on how far each of those sixes went as well. Some big hitters there. Strong base, strong, powerful setup.
He's just getting underway, so nice to see some of that power tonight. Certainly got a ground where not the biggest boundaries going around world cricket, so there's a real opportunity to plug a couple into the crowd. Good crowd here at Seddon Park. Love watching T20 cricket. They've come in. Hospitality area's full as well. To see the support in the city for this tour. Played, keeps the strike, does Hafiz. 10 overs done, 65 for 4.
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. So do your part in creating a cleaner and greener Pakistan. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
वाइका एटलांटिस सुपर, जिसके एक स्प्रे से हो दुम्बी सिटी, जंगली जई और चौड़े पत्तों वाली जड़ी बूटियों का मौसर कंट्रोल और मिले ज्यादा झाड़ यानी भरपूर पैदावार।
Projected scores so far, Pakistan will want to lift the current rate. They want somewhere around that 165.
Yeah.
That's well played. Nice soft hands there from Hafiz. Talking about the bounce tonight, what we saw the other night at Eden Park. Eden Park, the red ball. Eden Park blue. Basically the same. Perhaps not quite as quick. Maybe Eden Park had a little bit more pace, but good bounce.
Yeah, it surprised me, Mac. Thought prior to the game, just the nature of the colour of the strip as well, I thought there wouldn't be quite as much bounce, but it has been the undoing of the Pakistani batters. It's a sign for Carl Johnson, the groundsman, that he's able to keep that pace and bounce in the surface, even though he's able to shave a little bit of that grass off. If anyone saw the test match here a few weeks ago, it's quite a different colour to the surface that we're playing on this evening.
That's edged away for 4. Goes fine. Beats Sodhi at third man. It's the sort of ground where you've got to have the guys very fine because the ball does fly off the edge. Piece of bowling, but 4 for Hafiz.
Well, it's a good example of what you've been talking about, boys. Just using the pace and being comfortable with where you want to hit width or bounce. It's been very good through the third man area. He has just waited and controlled where the ball has gone rather than being frantic and a little bit out of control.
Interesting when we look at the surface. The test pitch that was played on against the West Indies is right next door. You can see the footmarks. Here it is on the right hand side. Looks about the same colour.
It was that colour on day one, Mac.
It was. And there was a tinge of green in this surface too, which you don't normally see in white ball cricket, but there's been no lateral movement, which has been good, but certainly it's aided pace and bounce. It's made it a good surface.
It's interesting talking to the Pakistan batsman in the middle as we got together and talking about Eden Park. They said the Eden Park practice wickets were so good. They were so good they felt looking at the Eden Park wicket in the middle it was going to be the same. That gave them confidence to say we want to get out here and bat. They didn't budget for was the extra bounce and different pace that can often happen when you go from training surfaces to grounds in the middle. It's very hard to read. Talk about how green the test pitch was. It still didn't probably do as much as people expected.
Flicked away. Oh, Conway does well, almost goes past it. They'll get 2. Finish to the over, 73 for 4.
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. So do your part in creating a cleaner and greener Pakistan. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
Nexon, अब dry skin पर no compromise.
नया बी फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा.
Work for Pakistan to do. New Zealand bowlers have been very good tonight. Southee especially, 3 for 16. He's been the star. Yunus Khan, Pakistan batting coach. Vast experience, played all around the world, terrific player. Ish Sodhi into the attack first time tonight. Have a look at some spin. It's hard but finds cover.
Love it, Kane.
Important spell for Sodhi. Looking ahead, not too far, but World Cup, obviously spin is going to play a part. Mitchell Satner tonight is Sodhi's spell. It's very important.
Baldies, lovely base.
It's another opportunity for him to show that he's the second spinner. Mitch Satner was outstanding the other night. 4 overs for 18, went unnoticed really. The Duffy and Cougar line bowling so well.
I think they have to target Sodhi, I think. Especially the left-handed Kushtil, because he's got the short boundary on the leg side. I think they have to look to target one of these New Zealand bowlers and go after them. And I think the left-hander is the guy to go after Sodhi, try and put him off.
Yeah, there is a hint to turn though, Mac. We know Sodhi has both the wrong and the normal leg spin, which goes away from the right-hander.
Lovely boy.
So be very sure when you do commit to trying to be aggressive against a leg spinner who possesses the ball which goes the other way. And make sure that the ball's there. Wait for anything with a bit of length or a bit of flight.
It's cut away. Yeah, he likes bowling wrong, and sometimes it's almost a stock delivery more so than the leg spinner. Bigger boundary on the leg side for the right-hander. Good start. Can Sodhi finish the over off? Pulled away flat and hard for 4. Placement, superb. Just a touch on the short side. Nice way to finish the over. 78 for 4.
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यू पैसा करो आगे बढ़ो।
थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्ट है।
मगर थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्ती है, मगर थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्ती है।
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. So do your part in creating a cleaner and greener Pakistan. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
He can bat deep with a little bit of support, then Pakistan will have a total on the board they're happy with. Jameson back. Flicked away down to fine leg for 1. Again, just thinking, we haven't seen a lot of slow deliveries, a lot of variations, have we? The odd bouncer. Generally, it's been back of a length, at a hard length. Look at the timing there. That was just a push.
No, we haven't seen a lot of slow balls, you're right, Mac. I think there's enough on the surface. I think when there's enough variable bounce in the surface, one of the variations that New Zealand seamers go to is cross the seam, cross seam deliveries. So rather than having their fingers bolt up right down the seam, they actually spin the ball around, go across it, and that can affect the bounce.
Oh, pulled away flat, pulled away hard, pulled away for 4. Neesham did his best out there, but all of a sudden we're just seeing a little bit of power from Kushdil. Jameson hasn't started the over that well.
There hasn't been a real need for the New Zealand bowlers to go away from bowling short and getting up another chest height of the Pakistan players. They've had success, but in this occasion, tremendous shot, strong stance, strong shot.
No! Some wonder whether Jameson, he could come around the wicket. Kushdil try and create that uncomfortable extra bounce. The moment the angle of the right arm, Jameson going across, Kushdil could just open up a few scoring opportunities for him.
Look to cramp him a little bit more so that he doesn't get that angle that makes it a little bit easier for left-handers to the right armour.
No.
Good comeback, 2 dots after that boundary.
To be fair, he's had great success with the big in-swinger to the right hand, so you would think he's looking just to angle across. There doesn't seem to be a great deal of swing now. It's coming to the end of 13 overs. It's all about angle and bounce rather than swing, which was what did the damage early on, particularly with Tim Southee.
Flicked away, work for Phillips to do, he's so quick. Used his speed there to keep it down to 2. 86 for 4.
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यू पैसा करो आगे बढ़ो।
जो निकले हैं कामयाबी की राह पर और हैं अपने प्यारों से दूर, बैंक अल-फलाह करता है उन्हें सलाम।
बैंक अल-फलाह, the way forward.
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
Love Yash, come on boys!
Hafiz is adding a sense of calm to this innings, which I like. As an experienced player, soaking up pressure. His run rate is exceptional.
Come on lads, work hard in there,
Well, they're setting themselves up for something here, Pakistan. Got some wickets in hand. They've got a classy batsman set. They've got a hitter getting set.
Go on there lads, go on there boys.
Good wicket, short boundaries. If they're good enough, they can get through to a decent total here.
Criticisms of Hafiz 12 months ago was that his strike rate for T20s wasn't good enough. Point where he actually lost his place in the side. It's a real change. He's put a little bit of it down to golf, Rigger, which you will like, and having a stronger base to be able to access a bit more power.
Kushtel's definitely got power. So that's where I went wrong, Flem. I got sick of losing my meal money to you guys in golf, so I stopped playing golf when I took up surfing, and it's only since I've stopped playing I've become a golfer again. Is that what you're saying? It was my problem?
Well, one New Zealand player that did take lessons from golf was Roger Toos, and he used the same philosophy, golf into his cricket swing.
Oh! Lovely yes, brilliant ace.
And he learned how to hit the ball in the air with confidence and with power.
Oh! Sharp turn there, wasn't it? It was the quickness of the spin that defeated Hafiz there.
Wants to come lads, come on. Oh!
90 for 4.
नया बी फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. So do your part in creating a cleaner and greener Pakistan. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
चले पहले मॉल फिर टेलर।
शूप नूडल्स अब नए इम्प्रूव चटपटा और चिकन फ्लेवर्स के साथ।
नया बी फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
If you got wickets in hand. Oh.
Lovely movement, Jimmy.
Just to finish off this discussion around hitting power, as we see another tight single. People think it's arms and weights in the arms and strength in the arms and hands that gets the power, but it's actually the bigger body muscles that generate the power. So having a strong base, we saw Kushtel with a very strong base, and Brendan, you can talk about a strong base as well. You also had fast hands, but that's the last part. The power is created through the trunk of the body and the thighs, so coiling that up and then letting the hands go through the direction of the ball.
Well, the hands got through that, one-handed, taken off the bat, looked more like a baseball finish to that swing. And a golf finish, but little finishes with a couple.
Well, that's just the caddy's fault. I think that's an 8-iron instead of the 6-iron. Bit of a slice, but it's a strong base. See, the hands there are used too much. Not enough power and set from the legs to allow the hands to hit through it freely with power. You see the bat skew, the grip skew, and the hands come off the bat when it's not quite right, when the timing's not quite there.
Yeah, I like that, but he's picked him out, has he? Yes, he has! No! Picked him out, all right, but straight in and out. Conway, nearly a run out as well. How many different ways do you want to try to get out? Just got it too well, got it squarer than what he was looking to do. He was looking to flick that away finer. He's made a hash of that, Conway. But this is close as well. It's a good dive. Oh, the pain. You feel like a criminal. Now, yeah. How do you feel after that one? Because that's a big sixer.
There's a 50 up as well for Mohammad Hafiz. An outstanding innings. Shining beacon in the Pakistan top order so far. Most experienced man. He is standing up, fighting for Pakistan. On this occasion, it's the length, but it's also the line. Line from Kugelheim is slightly straighter. What that allows Hafiz to do is swivel on the ball, hit it up, upward trajectory, hit it high and long up into the stand.
Ooh, that sounded good, didn't it? Gee, that sounded nice. .50 partnership between these two. And I'll tell you what we need to do is just check, did that go in the KFC zone? The KFC 6 and shout zone? Just outside. Good gas that. Good gas. Bit of aggression to finish the over, bit of frustration. 107 for 4.
फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यू पैसा करो आगे बढ़ो।
Nexon, अब ड्राई स्किन पर no compromise.
Some hitting to come. Imad Bahim played well actually up in Auckland once he got a start. Wahab Reyes can hit it as well. Here's Sodi. Big swing of the bat there, clubbed down the ground. Push still.
Glenn!
Through, that's clever. That's clever. There's not much pace there from Sodi, but he just created it there, Hafiz, showing some real class.
This is high class. It's been quality batting. You feel he's gone up a notch. The last dozen deliveries. He's used power. He's also used touch.
lining it up. Guptill gets high and can't get high enough.
It's really, really good batting from Hafiz. Ball before, he drops deep in his crease. Wasn't that short. On this occasion, he gets down the wicket. Doesn't quite get it, but the boundary's short enough. He gets enough of it. Not even Martin Guptill, who is a wonderful fielder, can reel that one in. Hafiz is playing one heck of a hand.
Oh!
Answers this one straight. Not hit well enough though. Southey gets round and just one.
This Hafiz version 2. It's quality. Showing us the power that he's developed in the last 12 months, striking at 160 when the team's in trouble.
He goes straight at Guptill, who shows great awareness and stays inside the fence. And this very good partnership has been brought to a close. Great awareness from Guptill, looks straight down, over Balancine. He's able to keep that left hoof just inside the line, and in doing so, it'll be his 50th catch in T20s for Martin Guptill. Kushtal must go, he's gone for 14. And it's 119 for 5.
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यूं पैसा करो, आगे बढ़ो।
अली
जी पापा,
बहन को इवनिंग क्लास के लिए छोड़ो, और सुनो अमार के अब्बू को सलाम देना।
शुभ नूडल्स का छोटू पैक सिर्फ 20 रुपए में।
नया बी फ्रेंड सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी साधी खुशी का मजा।
Fahmi Ashraf took some time to get going in Auckland, but in the end played a very good innings. Darren Mitchell on the park for Tim Southey. Trent Bolt coming back into the deck. He's got 2, so he can pretty much bowl what you would call the death overs now. Real blow that for Pakistan, because you've got Hafiz playing out of his skin, 70 for 43. Needs something at the other end. Kushtal, good hitter, didn't quite get it. Oh, down! Down! Slower ball. That's probably why it didn't carry.
Kane, you're up.
Did it carry?
That's middle and off. A little bit. Middle
Tough
stump.
catch. Dying on you as well. You can't judge the pace. Close enough to have a half a chance. They either stick or they don't. A little bit of luck for Hafiz now. He was dropped on 45 by Conway. He's dropped again on 70, albeit a tough one by Seifert. Need a hand from Fahim.
One, guys. One.
One of the areas I think New Zealand need to improve is this stage right now. It's moving into what's called the death period, the last 3 to 4 overs of the innings.
Look out, Mohammed. Thanks, buddy.
It's an area slowly been in decline. If you look at the death overs, the economy rate of New Zealand is right down the bottom, almost 11 runs an over. Compare that to Australia, it's up 8.8. Last game it was also very important. Duffy bowled beautifully, but his 4th over went for 20. And there was 44 runs given away in 3 overs. It's a key component of a T20 game. New Zealand haven't quite got it right.
Another slower ball. So it looks like the slower ball, the off-pace ball, will be Bolt's defence in these overs.
Well, that's one of the challenges, is actually working out what method is going to work. It's the Yorker, which is regarded as the best delivery, whether it's straight or whether it's wide. It's hard to hit for 6, and that often occurs when a team is dominating with the bat. In these situations, it's a little bit of a conundrum between doing the same thing and keep taking wickets. They've got 5 already, or making a change.
Yeah, he's missed the hole. He's missed the Yorker. That's what he was going for. Bolt. It's going to cost him.
Sometimes you can get muddled. This could be a case of it where you're looking to bowl a Yorker and maybe get a defensive result. Miss. It's on the stumps. It's good batting. Created the opportunity by moving across the stumps. But we're just entering a passage of play now where the New Zealanders have to find a way and be convinced that it's the best way to shut down this innings.
Oh, good stop. It's nice batting. He picked the slow ball there for him, but only make one of it. 128 for 5.
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. So do your part in creating a cleaner and greener Pakistan. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
वाइका एटलांटिस सुपर, जिसके एक स्प्रे से हो तुम्बी सिटी, जंगली जई और चौड़े पत्तों वाली जड़ी बूटियों का मॉइस्चर कंट्रोल और मिले ज्यादा झाड़ यानी भरपूर पैदावार.
Given, so who out of bowl? Southey's got one more. Expect him to bowl one of these overs. Well, he's going to bowl it now by the looks of it. Then you got a decision out of Jameson or Cougar Line if Bolt bowls the over after this.
You'd have to say Jameson. I think you go Southey, Bolt, Jameson to try and round it out. It's a really good point that Flemo, you brought up last over about New Zealand's performance at the death. To improve in that area.
Pinched one. Good stuff.
One of the areas that they can improve is ensuring that the set batter has tried to try and get him off strike as much as possible. There's a couple of schools of thought with how you approach the death overs too. I wonder if New Zealand could be slightly more aggressive as they enter the death to try and pick up a wicket or two so that you've got some fresh batters coming into that stage.
Going way down the leg side.
The other aspect is that the field has to represent what the bowler's trying to do, and sometimes the bowler can get quite isolated. It becomes all about him and trying to stop runs, but he really has to work hard with Kane Williamson, who we see moving fielders now to reflect where they think it's going to be the hardest to hit or where they want the ball to go. So there might be a long boundary. As at Eden Park, it was square here. Square boundaries are also a little bit longer. So you try and put your fielders in positions, defensive positions on the boundaries to stop the 4s and maybe the 6s. And then the bowler has to deliver a delivery that gets the ball away from there or defensively there.
They missed out on an opportunity there. That was pretty much in the slot there for Fahim.
But it's still one part of the equation. It was outside off stump. They identified that maybe the leg side was going to be dangerous for a 4 or a 6, so let's go a bit wider. So then you have to work out whether you place your resource on the wide side or continue to be defensive on the area that they think could be the most damage hit or hurt the most. So there's a lot to think about, there's a lot to work out, but they've got to be sure about it because it can go horribly wrong if they get confused.
Moment, just finding the boundary riders. So far a good over this one for New Zealand.
Lovely to me, lovely to me! Come on lads, come on boys!
I mean, see with Southey, the plan to Fahim is to go slightly wider and ask him to try and hit you from a length over the offside. Against Hafiz, it's more leg side plan, so you bang on Flemo. They've got different plans for different batters. Now it's about the execution of Southey.
Sliced it, and this will be the end for Fahim. Just never found his timing out there and just offers up a simple catch to the New Zealand skipper.
Well, you got to say, Southey, he has implemented that plan absolutely perfectly. Well pointed out, Flemo. Southey's listening, he executes it. It's an off-pace delivery wide and length, and Fahim cannot resist going over the offside. He splices it, pops up a simple catch to the Captain Williamson. Fahim Ashraf has gone for 4. Pakistan 133 for 6.
Ahmed Wazim, left arm spin bowler, often bowls the first few. He's got a job to do in the last few. Here, someone's got to find the middle of the bat along with Hafiz. Oh, he's found the top edge. And it's acrobatics from Seifert. It would have been a real crowd pleaser, but in the end it's a single. 134 for 6.
पेरू ने मुल्क से भेजी हुई रकम बैंक अल-फलाह की किसी भी ब्रांच से वसूल करें और पाएं मौका इनामात जीतने का। 1300 सीसी कार, गोल्ड बार, मोटर बाइक्स, मोबाइल फोन्स और बहुत कुछ।
नया बी फ्रेंड सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यूं पैसा करो आगे बढ़ो।
In the deep off Sodhi for 14. Fahim never got going. Someone out at Imad or what Rehaz needs to find the middle of the bat and help the senior statesman and Hafiz out. Two overs remaining. Trent Bolt will bowl his 4th and final. He's been tidy this evening. Probably hasn't swung the ball like the others, but he's been hard to get away. Let's get this up over 160. It's got to be a target. That's Often in New Zealand provincial cricket, that can be a benchmark score, it can be a par score. It's something to defend. Oh, down. More of a stop from Bolt.
Nice ball take, come on lads!
Right at the bottom of the bat. Big discussion going on mid-pitch between these two. He's offering a lot of advice to his new partner, Mud. Oh, he went to knock him over, Bolt.
Yeah, it's good plan and good execution from Bolt.
He showed a touch of class this evening, Mohamed Hafiz. He was out first ball in Auckland, playing one of the worst shots ever. He's played some of the finest strokes, full of class in this innings. Worked it out really well. In the air, clever shot, clever shot, and in the end nearly went for 6.
This is one of those occasions where the ball doesn't necessarily match up to the field. Bit of a double bluff from Bolt, but with third man up, the gap was there. Nomad was good enough to use the pace, get it where he wanted.
Oh, what's he going to play at there? That's what you call tricky dicky, and you don't expect it from the tail.
Oh, that's special. Twist to the bat. Liked where the ball went the ball before. He wanted it there again and got it there. Took some work. Wasn't a bad delivery from Bolt.
Well, he summed it up well, didn't he? Because I think he realised that after getting the 4 away with the slow bouncer, Bolt was going to go back to the first ball he bowled, which was a Yorker. Oh, that is one bounce for 1. Deserved more. Really did. One to go. Oh, goes to the wide Yorker. Good option. And he'll concede just 1 to finish off tidily. He's bowled out. 145 for 6. 1 to go.
Nexon, अब ड्राई स्किन पर नो कॉम्प्रोमाइज।
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यू पैसा करो आगे बढ़ो।
नया बी फ्री सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी साधी खुशी का मजा।
Wickets, a brilliant performance from him. The Bolt didn't pick up the wickets, but was tidy all the same. And Jameson will bowl the final over in this innings.
Four men out on the leg side. Jameson to the bigger boundary. Mohamed Hafiz. Hafiz might look to give himself a little bit of room outside leg. Goes the other way, and you've got to say Jameson has executed beautifully there. So it is fascinating to watch the New Zealand bowlers and the New Zealand skipper here just shifting their fielders around. The planes look very deliberate, and then it comes down to their execution. Seen a couple of cheeky shots from some of the Pakistani players and a couple of classy shots as well. fascinated by the thought process and the game plan of this final overall too. Southey alongside Jameson. Talking Fields. Need a big over here, Pakistan. They can find a 15, 18, give them something to bowl at. I think Jameson's trying to go full and straight to Hafiz and use that big side. Executed nicely last time. I just wonder if Hafiz will do something slightly different here. Whether he tries to get deeper in the crease and go over mid-off.
Sometimes a predictable field can work against you and the batsman gets an idea of what you're trying to do. So if you're good enough and can manipulate enough, it can work. In this case again, Jamison on the mark. It's been an excellent over so far. He's chosen to go full. The short ball is also an option with that protection. Which is maybe why Hafiz is just caught on the crease. Not completely committing to a ball that's short, but with 3 balls left, he'll take a gamble. Third man could be one of those options, or just try and trust power, pull the driver out, and try and head over that leg side field.
That's a great place to hit it. That is a super place to hit it here. Behind you, it's such a short boundary and there's pace in the wicket.
Well, the difference with this is length. Jamison has been very good with the Yorker, the first 3 deliveries. This one enabled Hafiz to get underneath it. It was a top edge, yes, but it's short of a length and it's a change. Look at Jamison's face, was hit back in the air. Sorry, skipper. Batsman's allowed to play well. Hafiz has certainly had some luck, but he's earned it through a positive intent. Something Brendan McCullum identified early. Positivity can often work in your favour, different ways.
Oh, take that again. Take it again. This one just goes to 4. Use the edge. Forget about the middle. They're not going to set a field for the edges.
Again, the bowler will feel unlucky, but it's just length. He was so good the first 3 balls the Yorkers were on. It just shows the margins that these bowlers are operating to, especially a player like Hafiz is in. He's approaching 100. Expect that if you do miss, then a batsman calibre Hafiz is going to hurt you.
Well, he can't get 100 unless Jamison oversteps here or bowls a no ball. Why not finish 99 not out? Here we go. Oh, has he? Is he going to? Or is he going to be out? No, he's not. He's going to finish 99 not out. What an innings. If there's anyone deserved 100, it was that man there. But he's run out of balls. Only 1/3. After they got a bad start once again. But it's a one-man band when it comes to Pakistan when you really look at it. 99 from 57 from Mohammad Hafiz. A promising start. Rizwan got them away to a flyer with 22. Hyder looked like he was going to go bang, 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 but he only went a couple of times. Not enough from everyone else to go on to a big total. The New Zealand bowling I thought was excellent. Tim Southey, 4 for 21. He just bowled test match away swingers and found the edge. Bolt was hard to get away. Neesham 1, wicket for 10 from 2 overs, did a good job. Sodhi not bowling his ball, but 3 overs, 1 for 21, good as well. So this is what New Zealand will require, 164 runs to win against a very, very good bowling attack. It'll take some getting. Well, let's head down because it's time for the Powerade player interview with Sonia Gray.
Tim Southee, 4 for 21, amazing performance. What's the key to bowling well on this wicket?
I think there's a little bit of swing there early on, which obviously assisted. And then I think Hafiz played exceptionally well. So I think, yeah, using the assistance of the swing early on helped.
And what do you think our batters have to do to reach that total?
Just showed, I think Hafiz played a great innings. So if one guy can get in and take it deep and a few guys build around him, then we should be in for a good chase.
Yeah, well, good luck. Go well.
Thank you.
Tim Southee said it all when he said use the swing, and he certainly did use the swing. It was just good, classic, right arm away swing bowling, and you see him do it in test matches, and now you've seen him do it in T20s. But guess what? The Pakistan team is full of swing bowlers, and they're up next. I don't think this will be easy for New Zealand.
A world in one country, South Africa.
And they've decided to have...
First test between the two teams shall be hosted at Centauri.
Oh, he's got it! It's a beauty!
Cricket in Gotham, in the city proud of Sterkfontein Caves. We shall see South Africa challenge. Sri Lanka trying to come up again. Finding their place back on the ranking for the second test at the Wanderers in Johannesburg.
He absolutely does it! One of the greatest innings you'll ever see from a Sri Lankan.
Not irked or threatened by stresses of a global pandemic. We shall see some top cricketing action. Big shot and given. Sri Lanka Tour of South Africa 2020-21. From December 26, 2020 until January the 7th, 2021. Exclusive and live on PTV Sports. Also follow the action live and exclusive on sportslive.ptv.com.pk.
Presented by
PSO High Octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यू पैसा करो, आगे बढ़ो.
Brought to you by
नया बी फ्री सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
Supported by करने से नहीं करने से मिलता है बैंक अल-फलाह इस्लामिक द वे फॉरवर्ड।
Nexon, अब ड्राई स्किन पर no compromise.
Pakistan versus New Zealand 2020 to 2021. 3 T20 internationals, 2 tests, December 18, 2020 until January 7, 2021. Live on PTV Sports.
Hey guys, keep watching PTV Sports. Game on here.
It's about power. It's about skills. Agility. Flamboyant. Aptitude. Attitude. There shall be a buzz in Lahore, a unique boxing event. You shall see Amir Khan, the man behind it all. He will be there everywhere. They say EPL has gone crazy. Its start has been crazy. Still, most entertaining, most unpredictable. Surprise piece setters, the trend-setting team. Amazing goal! Remarkable scoreline. You can't stop them.
9 minutes into his Premier League debut!
English Premier League 2020 to 2021, exclusively on PTV Sports. Pakistan are in New Zealand, resilient and having endured rigors of quarantine. 14 days in isolation. Now is their time to express under threatening conditions against a formidable home team. Test for Babar Azam, sharpening a smart outfit. They need to fire at all cylinders. Pakistan versus New Zealand 2020 to 2021. 3 T20 internationals, 2 tests, December 18, 2020 until January 7, 2021. Live on PTV Sports.
They are desperate for a bowling performance now. They were disappointed at Eden Park, although Shut Up Khan just making the point that maybe there was a bit of rust. They hadn't got to train as much as they wanted during that quarantine period here in New Zealand, so they knew they left themselves short. Tonight, maybe short again, but the bowlers will be better for time in the middle.
Well, the series is on the line, Scotty. Lose tonight, the series is done and dusted, so there's no ifs or buts. They have to find a win tonight, and they have to do it by knocking New Zealand over. You think with a total like that, early wickets are crucial. Have to limit the participation in this match of that man there, and if they can do that, then that might go a long way to winning this match.
It's chewing his nails. I remember that too when my first was born. Thinking, how am I going to do this? Now we all make mistakes. Tim Seifert at the non-strikers end. Martin Guptill to face the first ball. And just think, Martin Guptill's countenance before this match, he looks very calm. He knows he's due a score. He knows he's due to make a contribution to this team. And we know he's more than capable. And I just wonder if Seddon Park boundaries will suit him, whether the pace that these Pakistan opening bowlers are likely to generate will suit his game. But Mackie, you know what he's capable of. And so do you, Baz, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been a standout performer for New Zealand for a long period of time, and particularly in white ball cricket. He's going to have to contend against Shaheen Shah Afridi. If he can get the ball to swing, he'll try and swing it back to Guptill. He'll bowl full, he'll bowl straight. Guptill's got to be very aware of his front pad.
Shaheen from the city end. That's full. Guptill makes good contact, but there's a misfield early. That's not a tone setter.
Well, when you think you might be 15 or 20 short on the scoreboard, that's the last thing you need. That sets a tone. It's just a lazy, sloppy piece of fielding. That's not what your bowlers want to see. You need to save every run, take every chance that comes your way.
Absolutely you do, Macca, because remember the other night, Pakistan were in the contest and they put that catch down. I said at the time on commentary, I think it cost them the game, and I firmly believe that. If they are to beat New Zealand in their own conditions, they need to be top draw in the field. They need to make things happen, and they need to be very, very efficient. It's a poor start.
Well, and also, and when we saw how hard it is to field at Seddon Park, ball travels so quickly. Got to be on your game. Second ball of the innings, given a little and taken a lot. That is a punchy cover drive for 4.
Wow, what a way. First ball to get underway. That is a beautiful cover drive where he just leant on it, did Seifert. Look at the balance. Crunch. Check drive, pick the gap. Timing was exquisite. That will give you a lot of confidence when the first one hits the middle of the bat.
Well, mate, both boys would talk about this, and for youngsters watching, talking about how Seifert's set up for that shot, his movement in the crease, moving back, step
starting it on that swinging line, it just continues on. I think first up you've got to actually be trying to hit off stump, see what happens from there.
Short run up, and Guptill takes a big swing, and that is 6. Good catch, that man.
Excellent batting, Martin Guptill. He just shimmied a touch down the wicket and just gave himself a fraction of room. Don't fight the bounce, go with it. And he keeps his shape. He's got a long arc to his swing. He's at the top of his game. It's put down in the stand. Or is it taken?
Second grab bats. That's his shot. That is right in the Guptill wheelhouse, that. Oh, he's taking a quick single, direct hit. He was toast. Harris cannot believe it.
Could have picked his ends. Good piece of fielding. Guptill had thought it had gone past him. The timing. Look, he thinks it's gone past. Great piece of fielding. And it's not far away from those stumps.
Picked his end. He could have picked his nose and still had a shot at the stumps.
Middle stump. Tell you what, when Martin Guptill was running those last 5 or 6 strides, he's thinking, he is praying. He's going, please, not today. I need a little bit of luck. Let it be my day.
Laura McGoldrick sitting up in the stands. Laura McGoldrick's husband out in the middle, Martin Guptill.
The thing I like, guys, is the fact that he's laid down a marker. Harris Ralph was the best Pakistan bowler the other night. 3 for 29 from his 4 overs. Straight away, New Zealand have laid down a marker. First 2 balls have gone for 10. Said, we're going to come after you tonight. You're not going to have the same night you did the...
Ralph again. Again, he's looking for that shape, isn't he? He's just not getting the assistance at the moment. 1 to come, 21 for none. Guptill racing out to 14 from 6. Brendan McCallum, as we look at the pace being generated here, you're a real appreciator of Tim Seifert, but at the moment it's Martin Guptill the aggressor. So does Tim Seifert sit back in the pocket now and allow Martin Guptill this space? Has a swipe at it. And that's the over, 21 for none.
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. So do your part in creating a cleaner and greener Pakistan. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
नया बी फ्रेंड सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा.
थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्ट है, मगर थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्त है, मगर थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्त है, मस्त है.
लाइनों की टच कट, लाइनों की टच कट, यू नहीं यू
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यू पैसा करो आगे बढ़ो.
Mohammed Hafiz, Scotty Stevenson in commentary, 99 not out. What an effort. It must be mixed emotions. Would have been so good to bring up triple figures.
Well, I believe nothing. I was thinking about to score my century. All I was thinking about to get the good runs on the board, because we knew, like, the ball was not coming onto the bat, swinging a little bit more. So if we can get 170 plus, it would be a better total. To be honest, I'm really happy to contribute in a right way.
Another swing. Half-hearted appeal. Now Stephen Fleming has been in commentary, Mohammed, tonight, and he thinks your golf has improved your batting swing. What do you say to that?
Yeah, he's my coach, so he knows everything. Yeah, definitely. I believe I started golf last year, and that I realized, like, the basics of the game is so why not to just keep playing. And as I realized, like, very late in my career, but still I'm very happy. Like, it's never too late, and realize how good it is. It can work for you.
This one swung away, and that'll be 4. And it just shows how easy it is to reach these boundaries on a stray ball.
It's a really hard ground to defend because of the size of the boundaries, the way the ball just whistles away to the boundary. Wasn't a lot wrong, just a little bit of line there from Shahan. You can see the disappointment. Mohammed, can you show us your golf swing? What is it looking like?
Well, to be honest, it's just one of the things it added in my career, and I feel like, you know, the good balance, good base, good swing, good follow through, body momentum into the ball, that really worked in my cricket in the last 1 year.
Again, full face of the bat, again through the covers. And they'll run a couple at least. They'll look for 3, but they'll stop with 2. Mohammed, you've got to stop showing up the youngsters in the field. Hey, I want to ask a serious question about the total. Do you still feel that's a few runs shy of what you need here tonight, or are you confident you can defend that score?
Well, the pitch having something for the new ball, for the harder ball, and we've seen, like, you know, New Zealander bowler really bowled well. They used the conditions well. There was a little bit of sponge bounce, and also there was a little bit of more. And we believe like early wickets will give us a little more advantage. Let's see. We have a good side, good bowling unit.
Yep. Shaheen again. This one popped up off the bat, sneaking through for a quick single. Well, Professor, we know you've got some work to do in the field, so we'll thank you for your time for now. Hopefully come back to you a bit later as the game develops.
Thank you. Thanks, Stephen.
He's thanking his coach. He's looking for a contract for next year already. So great to be mic'd up with some of the stars on show here on Spark Sport as our coverage of this PSO Carrion T20 International Series continues. And again, the quick single. This is just smart batting.
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यूं पैसा करो, आगे बढ़ो।
Nexon, अब ड्राई स्किन पर नो कॉम्प्रोमाइज।
चले पहले मॉल फिर टेलर।
शूप नूडल्स अब नए इम्प्रूव चटपटा और चिकन फ्लेवर्स के साथ।
नया बीट फ्रेंड सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी साधी खुशी का मजा।
वाइका एटलांटिस सुपर, जिसके एक स्प्रे से हो तुम भी सिटी जंगली जई और चौड़े पत्तों वाली जड़ी।
That has been tonked with ease. Same spot, same result.
Action replay from Guptill. He hit this spot right here. Watch where it lands. Almost identical to the previous over. So good when he just has that little shuffle on towards the bowler. It's a lovely swing of the bat. And that's a popular spot right about there.
Oh, look at the agony. Look, that is 2 seats from the bloke in the purple who caught the first one.
Right there.
The thing that's impressive, Baz, for me is the intent from Guptill. There's a real intent about how he's going about his batting. The odds are in his favour as well.
Oh, he's lost that in the lights, old mate. Don't be too hard on yourself. Professional cricketers have dropped those too.
But those shots for Guptill are low risk. For other players they might be high risk, but he looks good tonight. That intent's impressive.
Oh my goodness. Oh, just when it was all going to plan. Martin Gupta has looked to swing one away, and he's gone for the long side too.
Yeah, he's picked a man out in the deep. I agree, Macri been looking good so far tonight. On this occasion, he tries to fight against the bounce. It's good bowling, you've got to say, from Fahim. And a bright and breezy start from Martin Gupta. He's gone for 21 off 11.
वाइका एटलांटिस सुपर, जिसके एक स्प्रे से हो तुम भी सिटी जंगली जई और चौड़े पत्तों वाली जड़ी बूटियों का मॉइस्चर कंट्रोल और मिले ज्यादा झाड़ यानी भरपूर पैदावार।
का 1300 सीसी कार, गोल्ड बार, मोटर बाइक्स, मोबाइल फोन्स और बहुत कुछ।
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यू पैसा करो आगे बढ़ो।
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard.
Good bounce. Ashraf Fahim. 3 overs, none for 18 at Eden Park. Let's have a look again.
Yeah, just tried to bully it. Tried to go for the power. It was the big boundary. Got it high on the bat. Another example of the extra bounce on the surface, claiming the victim. Fighting against that bounce rather than going with it and using it.
Seifert moves across, defends that, short cover.
Interesting, Muhammad Hafiz was saying spongy bounce. So what he was saying, it wasn't necessarily quick bounce, but just sat in the surface and got high. The thing that the bowlers haven't had in this innings is any swing. We saw Tim Southey get that swing for a couple of overs, which made a huge difference. Pakistan haven't had that yet. So they're going to have to skin the cat a little bit differently here.
Fahim again. It's got it on a button at the moment. It was a similar way to the way Shadab described Eden Park. 35 for 1.
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यू पैसा करो आगे बढ़ो।
जो निकले हैं कामयाबी की राह पर और हैं अपने प्यारों से दूर, बैंक अल-फलाह करता है उन्हें सलाम।
बैंक अल-फलाह, the way forward.
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
नया बी फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
Cramps him up. With a seam there for Kane Williamson.
I don't mind this matchup from Pakistan. Harris Ralph has the ability to dart the ball back in to the right hand of Williamson. We know how good a player Williamson is, how good a judgment he has. But early in his innings, he's going to be asked and challenged in and around off stump to the ball coming back in. Williamson will be looking to try and play late on top of the bounce.
Oh, edge through 4. Oh, Harris Ralph cannot believe it. Kane Williamson says all in a day's work.
Yeah, this comes because the ball actually straightens. It doesn't dart in on this occasion. Williamson, he would have been aware of Harris Ralph looking to bring the ball back. He just spars at it as it holds its line. The passion from Harris Ralph. He is angry. He knows that you don't get too many opportunities. It's one of the premier players in the world. Still challenging around that off stump. Good matchup for Pakistan.
Oh, Williamson again, tempted.
Please get another slip in. They've only got 5 or 6 deliveries really at the New Zealand skipper. You've got to have 2 slips for that outside edge. Especially when you bowl deliveries like this. That's a beauty, just nipped away, straightened. It's already nicked one through that first slip gap. Take out a cover. You want your fast bowler to knock him over. That's the mode of dismissal you're looking for. Give him that extra fielder.
Great shot. Harris Ralph setting up for this delivery. This time Williamson all over it. He just comes at you quickly, Harris Ralph. I'm not talking about the speed of delivery, but he turns and then he's got that short run up. You're thinking about the ball before and already he's on you again. You've got to be set and ready to go.
Baz, I'm thinking about a number of fast bowlers who, when you face them, you knew they were fast and they were going to be fast, but I reckon Harris Ralph's a bit sneaky, just with his short run up, the way he gets into the crease, but he hits the bat hard. It's not a long run up. Just wonder if that surprises you a little bit as a batsman.
Well, if anything, he reminds me a little bit of Jasper Bumrah. Short run up, fast arm action. Of course, Harris Ralph, he's only been playing proper cricket for the last 3 years. Played tennis ball cricket, which is an amazing story in itself. His arm is fast, his action, point of release is so quick, and that can just upset your timing as a batter. I feel like Williamson might have just got his timing now.
Again, he tries to run it down the third man, but no avail. 39 for 1 after 5.
नया बी फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
अली जी पापा, बहन को इवनिंग क्लास के लिए छोड़ा। और सुनो, अमार के अब्बू को सलाम देना।
शूप नूडल्स का छोटू पैक सिर्फ 20 रुपए में।
वाइका एटलांटिस सुपर, जिसके एक स्प्रे से हो तुम भी सिटी जंगली जई और चौड़े पत्तों वाली जड़ी बूटियों का मौसर कंट्रोल और मिले ज्यादा झाड़ यानी भरपूर पैदावार।
PSO introduces.
14 on strike. That one too. Coming back into the batsman.
Talked a lot about swing, but there's actually just a little bit of seam movement here for Fahim, which means he's actually jamming it back into the right-handed batsman and giving them no width at all. Look at the way it just comes back, jags back in. No space at all for Seifert to hit through the offside and stay leg side of the ball. He's found his right length as well. Nice piece of bowling.
Oh, that one goes straight over Tim Seifert's stumps as he tried to back away and create that room for himself.
I don't mind that though, Sumo. I think it's a pretty good option. We know there's extra bounce on the wicket. Shouldn't really get bowled from that length. Still got to score. Play the high percentage shot, which is utilising the pace. What we might see from Seifert now, though, is he might actually go deeper in his crease and go leg side or offside of the ball and try and almost play a pickup shot on his hip.
Brendan McCullum, you're a genius, and Tim Seifert has 4.
It's a really good sign. Seifert's game is working well if he's trying to be in front of the opposition. He worked hard for a ball before. It's a good option. There's not a lot of risk involved in that. I know it looks a risky shot. The extra pace. It's actually an easier shot than trying to stand up and pull the ball from a good length. Good shot.
Oh, clubbed. Stays on a length. Fahim. Seifert maybe just thinking, well, I've been in a few balls now, Macca. Now I've seen Kane Williamson through his first over. Time to go again. Length has come back from Pakistan's seamers since the third over.
Yeah, the New Zealand batsmen having to adapt to that as well. You get the feeling that Seiferd's actually a ball ahead of where Fahim is this over, which has been impressive. Really impressive.
Well, we saw that through the New Zealand innings as well. Your big swing bowlers, your fast bowlers looking for that swing. They're going to bowl full. See if they can get it. If it's not there, naturally, bring it back and let the bounce do the work. That's a sneaky single. Williamson grabs another.
Yeah, his hands are so soft, aren't they? Plays the ball so late, it just dies inside the stumps. Good work from Seifert too. He was quick out of the blocks, calling the captain through. Last ball the over, Brendan. What's he thinking here?
Can you go to the well one more time, Mac? I'll certainly try. I think he might try and use his feet, come down the wicket again.
Well, he stands his ground, but the ball goes down the wicket and they'll take a single to finish the over. New Zealand 46 for 1, chasing 164.
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. So do your part in creating a cleaner and greener Pakistan. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान जिंदगी में आसानी भरो यू पैसा करो आगे बढ़ो
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. So do your part in creating a cleaner and greener Pakistan. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
Nexon, अब dry skin पर no compromise.
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
20. Oh. Again, some good bounce. Let's have a look at Tim Seifert from Eden Park.
One, guys, one.
Some classic cricket shots. Some big slashes, understanding the ground, the idiosyncrasies, where he wanted to play. 57 for Tim Seifert, really anchoring the innings, the chase.
Oh, it's a really important innings. In the end, it got New Zealand home. He's strong all around the wicket. He's a very, very talented player. He's just finding his feet at the top of the order, which is a good spot for him to bat.
Oh, has he got enough? Has he what? That has been flatlined into the fans for 6.
Really good batting, Tim Seifert. He knew exactly where that ball was going to be. Wahab Riaz had dropped another fielder back on the leg side. Seifert goes a little deeper in his crease, the natural angle of left arm coming into his hip, and he swivels on it. Beautiful shot.
Oh, Seddon Park crowd gets some catching practice, doesn't it? Got to have your head on a swivel in the stands here.
He's going to come around the wicket here, Wahab Riaz. Wants to tighten that lineup. It's really interesting. If Seifert can hold his stance, he can access the offside.
Oh, forget onside, offside. How about straight as a die? 6 more.
Oh, he's showing some power as Seifert tonight. This one was exactly as Brendan McCullum talked about. He was trying to go offside. Gave himself a little bit of room and just closed the face a little bit early. But the result didn't matter. Still picked up 6. Just went straighter than what he wanted. I love the intent. I love the way he's putting pressure on the bowler early in the over. And he's showing us just how good a player he is. That's awesome.
That is straight. Boy, oh boy. Didn't even look to have all his balance in that shot either. Ball's been bowled and this one just squirts out.
The thing I like, Baz, and you've done a lot of work with Tim Seifert, is the fact that he's thinking ahead. He's actually not behind the game, he's in front of the game, which puts the odds just slightly in his favour. He's taking advantage of that.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Mac. He does, to me, look like he's in front of Wahab Riaz. Riaz is having to react to what Seifert's doing. The ability to play the man is so important at the top of the order.
Seifert again. Same result. 6 more. Wahab is getting a touch up here.
And that's why he is at the top of the order. There is very, very few players around that can be as aggressive and as dynamic against some of the opposition's best bowlers. He's toying with Wahab Riaz here. This is a man who's been around international cricket for a long time, and Seifert, new to international cricket, is dominating him. Keep going, Seifert, keep going.
It is entertainment plus. 38 from 23. And another good cricket, just a good cricket shot. Playing the ball. That'll do.
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यू पैसा करो आगे बढ़ो।
नया बीफ फ्रेंड सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यू पैसा करो आगे बढ़ो।
पेरू ने मुल्क से भेजी हुई रकम बैंक अल-फलाह की किसी भी ब्रांच से वसूल करें और पाएं मौका इनामात जीतने का। 1300 सीसी कार, गोल्ड बार, मोटर बाइक्स, मोबाइल फोन्स और बहुत कुछ।
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. So do your part.
Proceedings. And Seifert scampers through for a single. The other thing for those quicks is when you bowl to Seifert, his strike rate 211 against short balls and T20 internationals. He's never been dismissed off a short delivery.
Well, I don't know too many wicket keepers that don't play the short ball well, Scotty. And he's not the tallest man in stature, so generally we'd say that the length has to be a little bit fuller, and you certainly don't offer any width. And Pakistan have done that tonight and been hurt.
Williamson this time. Adds to his tally. Let's have a look at Tim Seifert as we welcome Stephen Fleming back into commentary.
Well, it's brutal, but it's like a puncher with a 1-2 combination. He gets one away. As you've discussed, he almost can read that next delivery.
Good ball, good bowling.
He's putting himself in a position. He's always premeditating the second punch. It's brutal.
40 runs, 26 balls, Shadab. One bounce ball. Tim Seifert is on a mission tonight.
That's not bad either off the spinner, the leg spinner this time. Just a hint of length and width. Seifert decided I'm just going to hit straight up and over cover. Love the intent. Love the execution as well, that's impressive.
Cramped up this time. One that came back in.
Well, it'll be an area of concern for Pakistan. Spin the other night was also expensive. They went away from Wasim at the top, who's been successful. Now they have to use them through the middle. If Seifert continues this, it's going to be danger.
Can't get it through this time. That's the end of Shadab's first over, 71 for 1.
निकले हैं कामयाबी की राह पर और हैं अपने प्यारों से दूर, बैंक अल-फलाह करता है उन्हें सलाम।
बैंक अल-फलाह, the way forward.
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. So do your part in creating a cleaner and greener Pakistan. PSO High Octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
नया बी फ्रेंड सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्ट है।
मगर थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्ती है, मगर थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्ती है, मस्ती है।
How do you stop Seifert? You got to do something.
Well, I think he's also playing well, got a confidence, scoring 50 in the last game, but I believe we have a good bowling side. Let's see if we can make a mistake, and also our spinners can do a little bit of, because there's a little bit sponge. I still believe bowlers can get a little bit from this pitch. So I think our spinners will play a massive role.
Imad this time, cut away by Williamson, no run.
बहुत बड़ा गैप है इसमें, थोड़ा बाहर के हल्का सा।
Imad Wasim also a good average.
बस ठीक है।
Best figures of 5 for 14. No one would complain about that. Good shot from Williamson this time. No coverage there. Kane Williamson looking comfortable.
ज़्यादा बॉलिंग ना कर, ज़्यादा बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं।
Well, Hafiz, this is one of the problems, isn't it? Just trying to stop the scoring rate. Spin hasn't really been that effective in the two games so far.
Yeah, I know, but you know, we have two spinners. They are very good T20 bowlers, so they know like how to bowl in different conditions. If it's turning, if it's not turning, still they know how to bowl. So we believe like Imad is a very good spinner. I know he's not a big turner of the ball, but his variation is always the key. And especially Shadab also, he uses googly very well. So they both are good T20 bowlers. If we can get a couple of wickets from them, it will be difficult, I believe, as a batsman to continue the momentum.
A little bit of a shift in tactic in using Imad in the middle. He's had some great success at the top of the innings.
Wasim, that's a miscue, but he'll get away with it. Flies over the top of the slip cord and out to the boundary for 4.
Well, he swung hard, didn't he, Seifert? So he got enough of it to go over the head of Mohammad Hafiz. So a little bit of luck. Pakistan just have to hang in here.
Third man up too. They have been different. Well, this one punched off the back foot, and that'll be the amount overdone. New Zealand 81 for 1.
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. So do your part in creating a cleaner and greener Pakistan. PSO High Octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
वाइका एटलांटिस सुपर, जिसके एक स्प्रे से हो तुम भी सिटी जंगली जई और चौड़े पत्तों वाली जड़ी बूटियों का मौसर कंट्रोल और मिले ज्यादा झाड़ यानी भरपूर पैदावार।
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. PSO High Octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यू पैसा करो आगे बढ़ो।
नया बी फ्रेंड सुपर क्लासिक।
Unfortunately for Bowie fans. Runs though for the Black Caps. That is a wonderful shot. And that is 50 for Tim Seifert. Back-to-back 50s.
It's his fifth in T20s. It's been impressive from Seifert. He set the tone for the New Zealand batting innings tonight. He showed power, he showed poise, and he showed the ability to be one step ahead of the bowler at this stage. Important innings for New Zealand. Set a very nice platform heading into the final 10 or 11 overs.
Shut up this time. swung away, and that's 4 more. Tim Seifert now is really in his groove. And the 50 partnership up.
Hard sweep. Not an easy shot to play, but it's a perfect position. Hit it flat and hard. Pick those 2 fielders out. Now Shadab's under pressure again.
Oh yeah!
Push it up this time. Williamson unable to get hold of that. There's another shot. That is absolutely crazy. See those planets together. A rarity indeed. That's not a rarity. Not in this innings at least.
So the question is, Flem, how is Pakistan going to get a wicket here? How are they going to create some pressure through dot balls? What are they going to do here that can create some pressure, pick up a wicket and change things?
Yeah, shabash.
More runs. Their ability to tick over, turn over the strike, keep building run rate pressure. It's been a hallmark of this black cap innings.
Given the theme of this over, the good old-fashioned moonball, Mac.
One.
And turn into the onside again, and a single to complete the over. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Now, yeah, Shadab, the captain, will be pointing at Harris Ralph and saying, imagine that off your bowling, mate. That is the over, 90 for 1.
नया बी फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
Nexon, अब ड्राई स्किन पर नो कॉम्प्रोमाइज।
नया बी फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
चले पहले मॉल फिर टेलर।
शूप नूडल्स अब नए इम्प्रूव चटपटा और चिकन फ्लेवर्स के साथ।
Well bowled, Maddie. Shabash. ठीक है.
One of the challenges the other night set for Seifert was to see the game out, be 75 not out, work out at Eden Park, but he's got another opportunity tonight. He's batting with one of the best, in Kane Williamson.
Oh ये उधर ही ढूंढ रहा है देखना.
So his role has been very aggressive. Craig McMillan, I'm very interested in your thoughts. You're an emotional player at times, and being able to control that emotion and get the job done. Don't give the opposition any chance whatsoever.
Yeah, it's a difficult one, Flem, but it's really about knowing your role, and between the two of them, they would have worked out how they're going to play and what the role is.
Yeah,
the captain's role is just to do that, to rotate the strike, keep picking up one a ball, something there a little bit more. There's a bad ball, we hit it for 4. Looks like Seifert's going to continue to keep going hard and try and keep putting the game out of Pakistan's reach. So 2 very different roles, but if they work together and go for 3 or 4 overs, the game's done.
Yeah.
Call it 2. Timing.
Yes.
Was very good. I thought for a minute it might go for 4. The problem for Pakistan yeah, all right. What do you call that? Call it arsey.
Oh yeah.
One of the issues for Pakistan here is Williamson. It almost won't matter to a certain extent. If Seifert was to get out, Williamson can keep playing that game because you replace Seifert with Phillips, who's a very, very similar player to Seifert. He'll play the aggressor role as well. Williamson can just bat. He won't stall. He'll keep it ticking over.
Yeah, running. Adesh, come back. Ajo. Yeah.
Placement at the moment. 99 for 1.
वाइका एटलांटिस सुपर, जिसके एक स्प्रे से हो तुम भी सिटी जंगली जई और चौड़े पत्तों वाली जड़ी बूटियों का मौसर कंट्रोल और मिले ज्यादा झाड़ यानी भरपूर पैदावार।
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यू पैसा करो आगे बढ़ो।
नया T20 सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
लाइफ में आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यू पैसा करो आगे बढ़ो।
China! Yeah, keep it, China! Well done,
Excellent, Sheila.
And if you're playing in a tournament and you're looking to improve your run rate and that's an issue in the competition that you're playing, then that's fine, push on. Bring your 100 up in 11 overs, you're one down. You just want to do it professionally and get it done. Take the series and move on. The best way to do that is two people in the middle just being selfish and getting it done. Be greedy.
Yeah, China. Easy, go.
And New Zealand at the moment totally controlling the pace of this game.
So where Pakistan have to be proactive, like you mentioned, Flynn, bring an extra fielder or two into the ring. Try something different that might create a mistake.
Oh, good ball.
Because they can't just allow New Zealand to keep picking up ones and twos like they are. They actually have to change things. They're behind the game now, so they have to be proactive.
Well, you call it controlling the narrative. Someone needs to make a statement on the other side to take some of that.
The other thing is accepting that the pace bowling has been the most successful style of bowling in both of these games. I've seen bowlers have had success more than the spin bowlers. The stats from Eden Park showed up struggle. No, it's just too easy. They're able to just pick twos and ones and do it in a canter.
Yeah, which is the point of actually going back to your opening bowlers, seeing if they can create something, because the spinners haven't picked up any wickets or look that threatening.
1-1-1.
Well, just content to chip it around. 104 for 1.
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
जो निकले हैं कामयाबी की राह पर और हैं अपने प्यारों से दूर, बैंक अल-फलाह करता है उन्हें सलाम।
बैंक अल-फलाह, the way forward.
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. So do your part in creating a cleaner and greener Pakistan. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
नया T20 सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यू पैसा करो आगे बढ़ो।
Show good pace, Harris, in his first spell. Pace won't fluster Williamson. He'll so adept at using it.
Yeah, looking.
Oh, how's the timing here? He's looking. That's another 2.
Another example, Rick, though. There's 4 fielders in the ring, no one catching. As captain, how are you asking Harris Ralph to get Williamson out? This is Cypher tonight. He's been impressive. He's used the crease depth. He's also used his feet to change the length. And he's certainly used the pace on the ball. Be very destructive. Bring another 2 fielders in the ring. Create some dots. Create a run-out opportunity. Do something. Don't leave it as it is right at the moment. That's not going to work.
This is where the T20 game can be brutal. I go back to Pakistan choosing to bat first. They're looking to get into this tour and put a performance on the board, and I still believe for Pakistan to compete, they need to keep learning from how to play on these types of tracks. The best way to learn, in some cases, is to watch the local team. Then you have certainty when you're chasing like New Zealand does now. They can control the risk level for the rest of the game.
The other thing too, Flem, is that quite often when you bowl first, it gives you 2 bites of the cherry. If the bowling doesn't go well and the batting side go well, then you can still chase down the runs. If you don't bat well up front, more times than not the game is gone. And they did that at Eden Park. I thought they would have changed that in this match.
Boy, it's classic Williamson, isn't it? And that's not flash fielding.
Well, it deserved 4. It is a classic shot from Williamson. Feet off the ground. Beautiful timing. That productive point area behind the point region. Just overran it. He's a big man. Asked to get down. He got down, but just snuck through.
Yeah, that's clever. And it's all the way as well.
Wow, this is class from the New Zealand skipper. Just the ability to lean back, open the face of the bat. Look at that, the control goes all the way for 6. How good. Trust me, it's a hard shot to play. It was made to look very easy by that man. Yeah, he pressed Bubba Azam as well. Yeah, not bad.
Oh, and again, this time off the front foot. He's a genius, Williamson. Absolute genius. 122 for 1.
नया बी फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा.
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान. जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यूं पैसा करो, आगे बढ़ो.
बाइक का एटलांटिस सुपर, जिसके एक्सप्रेस से हो तुम भी सिटी, जंगली जई और चौड़े
It's just so good, Williamson, are using what the bowler's got and using it against them. So if it's pace, he'll dab it around, he'll use the pace. If it's a bit of spin, he'll go with it. He'll just manipulates the ball around the park. He takes such good options.
No! Remember, he nicked one early on, Rick. It went through first slip. There was 2 slips in play. He'd be back in the shed. He will offer you something, perhaps in the first 5 or 6 balls where he's making the adjustment to the surface. After that, shut the gate, it's over. Pakistan didn't attack enough, it cost them, and this is the result.
Well, it's just so deceptive. lockdown before, it was 18 off 18 at a strike rate of 100. He was 35 of 25. Just below Seifert, who has been dynamic. It shows different ways to do it. It's different ways to take teams apart.
Right on. One shot, eh?
He's been tired, he shut up.
Right, mate. Ball,
The other thing Pakistan will find on this tour is that the New Zealand tracks, the pitches, the wickets do not deteriorate. In most cases, they get better. They get quicker, so there's no real advantage from conditions either.
Well, that should have bowled out. 125 for 1. 4 overs for 20.
पार्क है एटलांटिस सुपर, जिसके एक स्प्रे से हो तुम भी सिटी जंगली जई और चौड़े पत्तों वाली जड़ी बूटियों का मॉइस्चर कंट्रोल और मिले ज्यादा झाड़ यानी भरपूर पैदावार।
Nexon, अब dry skin पर no compromise.
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. So do your part in creating a cleaner and greener Pakistan. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
जो निकले हैं कामयाबी की राह पर और हैं अपने प्यारों से दूर, बैंक अल-फलाह करता है उन्हें सलाम।
बैंक अल-फलाह, the way forward. लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यूं पैसा करो, आगे बढ़ो।
Goes to the Yorker. Well pitched as well. It's got to be a combination too between the captain and our bowler. You're talking about someone's got to do something. Well, someone's got to do something, and that's got to be to affect the plan that's put in place by the captain. Everyone's behind. He's got to conjure something up here.
As a captain, sometimes you just have to bluff it. The team is looking for you to come up with something. Probably in heart of hearts know that the game is gone. It'll take something pretty miraculous to get the team back in. To be competitive, 30 out of 34 is a canter really with 2 players in. So sometimes you just have to bluff it and pretend you know what's going on, or try something, as Craig McMillan pointed out, something that defies logic but can just create a bit of doubt in Kane Williamson's head.
Whipped away. Whippage, they call that. Whippage with a touch of class.
Well, there's no doubt in that shot. That's the point. It's just a level of ease in which these two batters are operating that's alarming for Pakistan. Fractionally short, we've seen that be effective against the Pakistan batsman. In the top of the order for Kane Williamson, it's an opportunity, and he does not miss out.
It's just brilliant. Stand up and find a target. Oh, half a chance. It was nearly brilliant. That's what they need. Some brilliance in the field. It was nearly the skipper as well. Wow, he's thrown himself at this. It was hit very well, and he's nearly pulled off an absolute blinder. Wow, he got there. He got 2 hands to it.
That's one for Yago, Fabi? No. Yeah. Well on. Well done.
partnership with 97 of just 69 balls. That there is 100 partnership between these two, brought up in emphatic style.
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यू पैसा करो आगे बढ़ो।
थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्ट है।
नया T20 सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
अली
जी पापा।
बहन को इवनिंग क्लास के लिए छोड़ा, और सुनो अमार के अब्बू को सलाम देना।
शूप नूडल्स का छोटू पैक।
It's been a perfect partnership. Seifert you would think to be the absolute aggressor. You analyse Williamson, he's now past Seifert. He's operating at a strike rate of 151. Just the way he's increased his tempo, it's quite remarkable.
Really interests me is how much Tim Seifert would have learned from this innings batting with Kane Williamson. We know the class of Williamson, his decision making, his mindset and how he operates in an innings. Well, Seifert, he got a start last game, played really well. He didn't quite see it home. With the class of Williamson and the experience of him at the crease, I would imagine that the conversation that the skipper has said to him is, get us across the line, you've done all the hard work, drop it down a couple of gears and just bring us home. Hardest thing to do in this game is hit the winning runs. Also the most satisfying.
Well, he's definitely put it down a tad, without a doubt. He's just trying to chip it round. The target's a runner ball, which for these guys now is pretty simple.
Sometimes when you drop it down a level, you just lose a bit of accuracy. You become almost premeditated to just try and hit ones rather than just play the ball aggressively and positively, which is what he was doing earlier. So there's still an art in dropping it down. So there's still an art in hitting your targets, hitting your ones. It's not that you just sort of fold back into a defensive mindset. It still takes a great amount of skill.
Oh, has he missed that? I think he has, yeah. It's another whoopsie out there, and I can understand my hands.
PSO introduces, for the first time in Pakistan, Euro 5 standard fuel. So do your part in creating a cleaner and greener Pakistan. PSO, high octane 97 Euro 5. Drive the change.
अली
जी पापा।
बहन को इवनिंग क्लास के लिए छोड़ा, और सुनो अमार के अब्बू को सलाम देना।
शूप नूडल्स का छोटू पैक सिर्फ 20 रुपए में।
लाइफ में अब आगे बढ़ना बहुत आसान, जिंदगी में आसानी भरो, यू पैसा करो आगे बढ़ो।
वाइका एटलांटिस सुपर, जिसके एक स्प्रे से हो तुम्बी सिटी, जंगली जई और चौड़े पत्तों वाली जड़ी बूटियों का मौसर कंट्रोल और मिले ज्यादा झाड़ यानी भरपूर पैदावार।
पेरू ने मुल्क से भेजी हुई रकम बैंक अल-फलाह की किसी भी ब्रांच से वसूल करें और पाएं।
Fourth club down, club straight.
This is Williamson last over. Done on the outfield. Kushtil Some anger, frustrations from the Pakistan players. And this is the first ball of the next over. Seifert has been in front of Pakistan bowlers all game, and he continues to do so.
Oh, is that rough? Seifert went a long way across to the offside. It's only just missed leg stump.
But again, looking for the 1-2 punch. He got one through the offside. He's to walk across and create something on the leg side, which has been a highlight. McCullum talking about being front of the game. It's only by creating, being an imaginative, positive.
With his arms pointed, everyone seems to be captaining the team at the moment. People shuffling people off to all corners of the ground. You won't stop that. It's not very long down there. That one rocketed off the bat of Seifert.
Starting to pick up pace off the surface. This has only gone 4 or 5 metres or yards even to the right of that third man fielder, and he cannot get near it. The pace of Shaheen Shah Afridi, but also the pace of the outfield.
It's getting untidy, isn't it?
One guys, one.
One thing that's really important for Pakistan here is they just got to hold their poise. There's a long tour. There's been a few positives already. Yes, there's been a few negatives. You need to remain tight as a unit, keep morale high. There's enough quality throughout this lineup that they will challenge this New Zealand side, providing they do stick together. A couple of signs today. Frustration has started to seep in. It's where the leaders within the Pakistan side are going to have to take a strong hand, keep everyone nice and balanced. The opportunities will present themselves.
He's lost a bit of poise all of a sudden. He's kill-ended one. He's gone dot and then tried to whistle one over long on. A rare mistake from Williamson. 153.
नया बी फ्रिज सुपर क्लासिक चॉकलेट, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
Nexon, अब ड्राई स्किन पर नो कॉम्प्रोमाइज।
चले पहले मॉल फिर टेलर।
शूप नूडल्स अब नए इम्प्रूव चटपटा और चिकन फ्लेवर्स के साथ।
पेरू ने मुल्क से भेजी हुई रकम बैंक अल-फलाह की किसी भी ब्रांच से वसूल करें और पाएं मौका इनामात जीतने का। 1300 सीसी कार, गोल्ड बार, मोटर बाइक्स, मोबाइल फोन्स और बहुत कुछ।
I'd say you're hoping for these two out there to finish the job off. Well, they're not giving up. That's the key here, Pakistan.
So just watching Kane Williamson. That last ball, that sent ripples around the cricket world. A shot like that from Kane Williamson. What on earth is going on? Straight off the toe of the bat. See that shot, all the result.
A lot of thoughts gone into the key here, Pakistan.
So just watching Kane Williamson.
Oh, just stay on your feet.
See that shot.
Oh, just slide and pick up has not gone well for Pakistan this evening.
Don't lie, don't lie, don't lie to me. Don't fry, don't fry, don't fry your brain.
पाकिस्तान की टीम ने यहाँ पर काफी अच्छी वापसी करी आखिरी के 2 ओवरों में। अगली गेंद यहाँ पर हारिस रऊफ की अच्छी गेंद थी बल्लेबाज के लिए, बल्लेबाज ने इस गेंद को खेल दिया मिड विकेट की दिशा में। जब तक उस गेंद को थ्रो कर पाते बल्लेबाजों ने इसी बीच एक और सिंगल ले लिया। अगली गेंद आती हुई ये गेंद एक और सिंगल के साथ स्कोर आपका हो चुका है 159 पे फिलहाल 1 विकेट 18 ओवर 4 गेंदों के बाद। अगली 2 गेंदें क्या निकाल पाएंगे? डॉट बॉल अगर 1 रन के अंदर निकाल तो मजा ही आ जाएगा भाई। चलो यार हारिस रऊफ यहाँ पर आपको बचा के रखनी है। अगली 5 गेंदों 5 रन बचाने हैं आपको और 2 गेंदें आपके पास हैं। क्या करेंगे यहाँ पर देखते हैं। अंपायर को क्रॉस करा, ओवर की 5वीं गेंद करेंगे। एक बार फिर से माफ कीजिएगा अभी गेंदबाजी करने के लिए तैयार नहीं हो आप। करेंगे गेंदबाजी 5वीं गेंद पर एक और सिंगल दे लिया बल्लेबाजों ने। चलिए तो हारिस रऊफ ने आखिरकार आखिरी में 4 रन मात्र दिए अब आखिरी के 4 गेंदों पर, आखिरी ओवर में 5 गेंदों पर। और देखते हैं इस ओवर की आखिरी गेंद पर क्या होगा दोस्तों। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, धन्यवाद आप सभी का। रईस राजा जी बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करने के लिए। अगली गेंद आती हुई आखिरी गेंद इस मैच में, कहीं ये मैच का रिजल्ट ना दे जाए। चलिए देखते हैं इस हारिस रऊफ की आखिरी गेंद पर क्या करेंगे बल्लेबाज। स्ट्राइक करेंगे, टीम साइफर्ट विल बी ऑन स्ट्राइक, जो कि 84 गेंदों का सामना किया। एक और डॉट बॉल आ जाएगा तो पाकिस्तान की टीम अभी भी मैच को रोमांचक बना सकती है। आखिरी गेंद पर देखते हैं क्या करते हैं। आखिरी गेंद यहां पर क्या सिंगल ले पाएंगे बल्लेबाज? जी नहीं दोस्तों, जबरदस्त गेंद थी, पड़ने के बाद गेंद हल्की सी अंदर की तरफ आई थी। डॉट बॉल के साथ ओवर की समाप्ति कर दी और क्या रोमांचक मैच कर दिया। फिलहाल ज्यादा रोमांचक तो नहीं, लेकिन यहां पर रोमांच जरूर भर दिया इस मुकाबले में, क्योंकि नेल बाइटिंग फिनिश होने वाली। अगर आखिरी गेंद आखिरी ओवर फहीम अशरफ पिछले ओवर की तरह गेंदबाजी कर दे तो मजा आ जाएगा भाई, दिल खुश हो जाएगा फहीम अशरफ की गेंदबाजी में। और बता दें 141 किलोमीटर प्रति घंटे की स्पीड से गेंदबाजी करी थी वहां पर हारिस रऊफ ने, जबरदस्त गेंदबाजी। केन विलियमसन रहेंगे स्ट्राइक पे। 6 गेंदें बाकी हैं, 4 रन जीतने के लिए चाहिए। जी हां दोस्तों, 6 गेंदें बाकी है, 4 रन चाहिए। फहीम अशरफ अपना आखिरी ओवर डालेंगे, केन विलियमसन रहेंगे स्ट्राइक पे। मजा आ जाएगा अगर हैट्रिक निकाल दें यहाँ पर फहीम अशरफ तो, क्योंकि न्यूजीलैंड की टीम यहां से भी अभी हार सकती है अगर पाकिस्तान की टीम चाहे तो। लेकिन गेंदबाजी जो है बहुत ही कमाल की करनी पड़ेगी। देखेंगे यहाँ पे क्या करती है पाकिस्तान की टीम। फहीम अशरफ गेंदबाजी करने के लिए चलेंगे अपने छोर से। दोस्तों जितने भी लोग देख रहे हैं हमारे साथ 12,000 लोग, सभी के सभी भाई सब्सक्राइब करिए, बेल आइकन का बटन दबाइए और अपना अपना नाम जो है कमेंट बॉक्स में लिखिएगा। पहली गेंद आती हुई यॉर्कर लेंथ की गेंद विलियमसन के लिए, डॉट बॉल, कोई रन नहीं आएगा। जबरदस्त गेंदबाजी, वाह भाई वाह। अभी भी मौका है दोस्तों, 5 गेंदें बची हुई है, 4 रन जीतने के लिए चाहिए। चलिए देखते हैं अगली गेंद पर क्या होता है। गोकुल जी बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया सब्सक्राइब करने के लिए। दोस्तों आप भी इंतजार किस चीज का कर रहे हैं यार? आप इंतजार मत करिए, सब्सक्राइब करिए चैनल को, वीडियो को लाइक करिए और अपना अपना नाम कमेंट बॉक्स में लिखिए, ताकि आप लोग अभी नाम लिया जाते रहे सभी लोगों की तरह। अगली गेंद आती हुई ओवर द विकेट से गेंदबाजी करेंगे। केन विलियमसन विल बी ऑन स्ट्राइक, जो कि 53 पे खेल रहे 41 गेंदों का सामना कर चुके हैं। दूसरी गेंद क्या, एक और यॉर्कर मार के बोल्ड मार दो, मजा आ जाएगा भाई। विलियमसन क्या करेंगे इस गेंद पर? और जी नहीं दोस्तों, अच्छी गेंद थी फहीम अशरफ की, लेकिन विलियमसन ने भाई लगा दिया है चौका और चौके के साथ मैच को कर दिया है खत्म। और अनफॉर्चुनेटली दोस्तों पाकिस्तान की टीम जीत नहीं पाएगी, लेकिन कोई बात नहीं, पाकिस्तान की टीम ने आखिरी तक लड़ा और कल पिछले मैच की तरह ही यहां पर भी होता हुआ। मोहम्मद अली जी बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करने के लिए। आखिरी गेंद पर बेहतरीन शॉट कर दिया था और रे कैच छोड़ दिया वहां पर यार। कैच अगर नहीं छोड़ता पाकिस्तान की टीम अभी भी जीत सकती थी। वहाब रियाज ने ना तो बल्लेबाजी करी, ना तो गेंदबाजी करी, ना तो फील्डिंग करी। आखिरी में मौका था एक कैच पकड़ने का, वहाब रियाज ने वहां पर एक आसान सा कैच छोड़ दिया और वहां पर अब नौटंकी दिखाते हुए उनको चोट लग चुकी है। लीजिए भैया, अब यहां पर पाकिस्तान की टीम ये मैच हार जरूर चुकी है, लेकिन वहां पर फहीम अशरफ ने जरूर दिल जीत लिया काफी सारे लोगों का। और हसीन अहमद जी का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दिया इन्होंने। राहुल जी बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया और हमारे साथ जुनैद जी ने चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद भाई आपका। और बाकी के लोग जो दोस्तों अगर आपने भी सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिएगा हमारे चैनल को। भाई कर दिया सब्सक्राइब, सुनील कुमार जी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। मैच खत्म हो चुका है दोस्तों, पाकिस्तान की टीम ये मैच हार चुकी है, लेकिन न्यूजीलैंड की टीम को यहाँ पर काफी मेहनत करवाई। अगर हम बात करें न्यूजीलैंड की टीम ने जबरदस्त आज के मैच में मैच हुआ दोस्तों, और न्यूजीलैंड की टीम ने 9 विकेटों से यहाँ पर पटकनी दे दी न्यूजीलैंड की टीम को। वाह भाई वाह, मजा आ गया आज के मैच में। पाकिस्तान की टीम ने जो आखिरी में वापसी करी ना भाई, मजा आ गया। दानिश भाई बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया सब्सक्राइब करने के लिए आपका। पाकिस्तान की टीम ने जो आखिरी में वापसी करी फहीम अशरफ की गेंदबाजी की वजह से मजा आ गया वो तो देखने में। लेकिन बस एक चीज की मलाल रहेगी, पाकिस्तान की टीम जीत नहीं पाई। अगर जीत जाए तो और भी मजा आ जाता यार, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान की टीम की अगर हम बातें जीतती तो क्या भाई क्या कहने थे यार, मजा आता। क्योंकि जिस तरह से बल्लेबाजी करती है पाकिस्तान की टीम, बहुत ही जबरदस्त बल्लेबाजी आज नहीं कर पाई। अगर बल्लेबाजी अच्छी कर ली होती तो मेरे ख्याल से आज मैच जरूर जीते। चलिए मैं आप लोगों को बिना कोई टाइम वेस्ट करे जो स्कोर कार्ड दिखाता हूँ दोस्तों। और बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप सभी लोगों का इतना बेहतरीन सपोर्ट दिखाने के लिए, जितने भी लोग हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए थे आज के मैच में। अभी 10,000 लोग हमारे साथ बने हुए हैं, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया भाई सभी लोग। और हम पहुंच चुके हैं कितने सब्सक्राइबर्स पे, चलिए फटाफट देख लेते हैं। 1,58,294 सब्सक्राइबर्स पे हम पहुंच चुके हैं। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आप सभी भाइयों का कि आप लोगों ने हमारे चैनल को इतना सपोर्ट दिखाया, प्यार दिखाया भाई। और कुछ लोगों के सवाल देख लेते हैं क्या कहते हैं भाई। मोहम्मद इरफान जी, मिसबा जी बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। घंटा वापसी, भाई वापसी देखो मैं कहूँगा कि आज के मैच में अगर कप्तान अच्छे होते, फ़हीम अशरफ से अच्छी गेंदबाजी हुई, मतलब फ़हीम अशरफ से पहले गेंदबाजी हुई होती तो मेरे ख्याल से पाकिस्तान की टीम शायद जीत सकती थी। लेकिन पाकिस्तान की टीम ने, न्यूजीलैंड की टीम, माफ़ कीजिएगा, यहाँ पे कप्तान ने इनको बहुत देर में लगाया यार। अगर आपको इतनी देर पर अगर लगाओगे किसी को यार, क्या फ़ायदा आपको? इससे अच्छा टीम में रखो ही मत आप इनको। क्यों रखा आपने? आप आखिरी में गेंदबाजी करवा रहे, जहाँ पे आपको केवल और केवल 10 रन बचे हुए हैं और आपको गेंदें बची हुई हैं ऑलमोस्ट 3-4 ओवर्स बचे और आप गेंदबाजी कर रहे, इतनी खराब गेंद। वो भी बताओ यहाँ पर दोनों के दोनों सेट बल्लेबाज थे, वो भी फिर भी इन्होंने गेंदबाजी देखो कितनी कमाल की करी। जो इन्होंने 17वां ओवर डाला था फ़हीम अशरफ ने, उन्होंने केवल और केवल 4 रन दिए थे। हैरिस रॉफ ने भी अच्छी गेंदबाजी करी आखिरी ओवर में, उन्होंने भी 4 रन दिए और इन्होंने भी 4 रन दिए। लेकिन आखिरकार क्या करें यार, आखिरी ओवर में केवल 4 रन बचे हुए थे, कैसे बचाते हैं? पहली गेंद पे जरूर अच्छा डाला था, लेकिन फिर उसके बाद आप जानते हैं केन विलियमसन यार बचेंगे नहीं ना। केन विलियमसन है। दिलवर हुसैन जी बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, मुझे भी मेंशन करो। मदनी बिलाल जी बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया और पीयूष जी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका। मेरा नाम भी लिया करो भाई। अब्दुल अहमद जी बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। आप सभी दोस्तों का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, जिन जिन भाइयों ने हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करा। दोस्तों हम किसी को नहीं भूलते हैं, तो आप टेंशन न लीजिए, कल हम ज़रूर आपके साथ जुड़ेंगे जहाँ पर हम आपको सारी की सारी चीज़ें बताएंगे मैच के बारे में, सभी चीज़ हम बात करें, क्यों मैच हारी पाकिस्तान की टीम। इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट टाइम पाकिस्तान जीतेगी, बिल्कुल 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 इंशाल्लाह भाई। पाकिस्तान की टीम अगले बार कमाल की बल्लेबाजी करके यहाँ पर पाकिस्तान की टीम, देखो मैं बताऊँ आपको एक चीज़ की तो भाई बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है पाकिस्तान की टीम को। एक चीज़ यहाँ पर पाकिस्तान की टीम को करना पड़ेगा, वहाब रियाज को बाहर करना पड़ेगा, मोहम्मद हसनैन को वापस लाइए। मोहम्मद हसनैन को नहीं लाओगे मज़ा नहीं आएगा भाई। सुनील कुमार जी बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। वालेकुम अस्सलाम। अब्दुल रहमान जी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। पाकिस्तान कभी नहीं जीतेगा कह रहे हैं प्रमोद दुबे जी, ऐसा नहीं है भाई, पाकिस्तान जीतेगा अगले मैच में। अगले मैच में देखना ताबड़तोड़ अंदाज में वापसी करेगी पाकिस्तान की टीम और अगले मैच में पाकिस्तान की टीम जीतेगी भाई, देखना पाकिस्तान की टीम जीत के दिखाएगा अगले मैच में। मोहम्मद आमिर जी शुक्रिया सब्सक्राइब करने के लिए, नाम लो भाई। शिवम जी बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका भी। आतिफ जी धन्यवाद भाई। प्लीज़ नरिंदर जी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका भी सब्सक्राइब करने के लिए। तो दोस्तों आपको बता दें फिलहाल पाकिस्तान की टीम की हो चुकी है T20 मैचेस से छुट्टी, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान की टीम जो यहाँ पर दूसरा T20 मुकाबला हार के ये सीरीज़ भी यहाँ पर हार चुकी है भाई। कर दिया सब्सक्राइब सुनील जी, थैंक यू। पाकिस्तान ने जीता है, ये जीतेगी, पाकिस्तान जीतेगी भाई अगला मैच। मोहम्मद मुकारिम जी शुक्रिया सब्सक्राइब करने के लिए, मेरा नाम बिलो। उलामा जी बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया सब्सक्राइब करने के लिए। मोहम्मद जी मेरा नाम चंदन है भाई। आई होप आप लोगों को कमेंट्री में ज़रूर मज़ा आया होगा गाइस, अगर मज़ा आया हो तो ज़रूर बताइएगा हमें कमेंट करके, ताकि हमें भी आपको बता सकें यार। अगर मज़ा नहीं आया तो कोई बात नहीं, मज़ा आएगा अगले मैच में आपको इसी प्रकार से। पाकिस्तान वाइट वॉश होगा क्या? जी नहीं यार, पाकिस्तान वाइट वॉश नहीं होगा, अगले मैच में यार आग लगा देगी पाकिस्तान की टीम। मजीद भाई बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया सब्सक्राइब करेंगे, मेरा नाम लो। उलामा जी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, मेरा नाम भी लो। अरे भाई सबका नाम लिया जाएगा। सोहेल जी धन्यवाद आपका। मुशरफ जी बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। गाइस अगर आपका सवाल है तो यार ज़रूर बताएं हमें कमेंट करके यार। और 2600 लोग अभी भी हमारे साथ लगातार बने हुए हैं, धन्यवाद आप सभी भाइयों का। और ओ मज़ा आ गया, पाकिस्तान हार गया, मज़ा आ गया कह रहे यहाँ पे अतुल मित्तल जी। ऐसा क्या मज़ा आ गया भाई आपको पाकिस्तान के हारने में, मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा है।
এর সাথে মানে দিনের যেটা প্রথম ম্যাচ হয়ে গেল একটু আগে শেষ হয়ে গেল সেটার সাথে এটার একটু পার্থক্য তো রয়েছে। সেখানে কিন্তু পুরো পুরো একটা গ্রিন পিচে খেলা হয়েছে এবং বোলাররা কিছুটা সহযোগিতা পাবে, মানে ব্যাটসম্যান এবং বোলার দুইজনের জন্য 50-50 ছিল এবং মানে রান যেটা হয়েছে তাতে 160 বা 165 হলে বেটার হতো।
হ্যাঁ,
100
ইনিংস একই ধরনের গেছে এবং কেউ দেখুন ডমিনেট করতে পারেনি ব্যাট হাতে অন্তত।
রাইট, এবং এখানে মানে সবাই বলছিলেন এই কথাটা, আমরা মানে এক্সপার্টদের কথাও শুনছিলাম যে এখানে 50-50, কাউকে এগিয়ে রাখা যাবে না, বোলাররাও সুবিধা পাবে আবার ব্যাটসম্যানরাও চাইলে কিছুটা রান তারা করতে পারবে, কিন্তু সেই পিচটা 200 বা 190 195 পিচ ছিল না। কিন্তু এখন যে পিচে খেলা হবে সেখানে কিন্তু স্পষ্ট সবাই এখানে বড় রানের মানে আশা করছেন এবং আমরাও সেটা করছি, কারণ পিচটা ওই পিচে খেলা হচ্ছে না, পাশে আরেকটা পিচে খেলা হচ্ছে এবং সেখানে কিন্তু একেবারে পুরো ব্যাটিং সহায়ক একটা পিচ, যেহেতু দুটো দলেই তারকা সমৃদ্ধ, বিশেষ করে অভিজ্ঞতায় টইটুম্বর থাকবে খুলনার ব্যাটসম্যানরা এবং খুলনার যে কোনো একজন দাঁড়িয়ে গেলে কিন্তু রান হয়ে যাবে। অপরদিকে চট্টগ্রাম তো দ্বিতীয় ইনিংসে ব্যাট করবে, তারা চেস করবে, সুতরাং প্রথম ইনিংসে যারা ব্যাট করবে তাদের দিকে আমাদের মানে লক্ষ্যটা থাকবে খুলনা এখানে বড় রান তারা করতে পারবে আশা করি। 180 তো হতেই পারে, উপরেও যেতে পারে, এটা 190-200, আমি যদি 200 ক্রসও করে যাই
কিছু থাকবে না। গত রাতের ম্যাচেই তো আমরা দেখলাম গত পরশু রাতে 193, তারপরে সেটা 191 পর্যন্ত গেল। সুতরাং 2 ইনিংসে ব্যাট করা গেছে, হয়তো একটু ভালো ফিনিশিং দিতে পারলে ঢাকা জিতেই তো গিয়েছিল প্রায় ওই ম্যাচটা। তো রান হবে বলে আশা করা যায় এবং দেখা যাক